So, what is going on, my frosty friends? My name is Winter Cassays, and welcome back to Discord Dungeons and Dragons with the Solaire. Say hi, guys.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello. Yay. Say, before we get started, as per usual, just because it has happened again, we are down to Walf this week. Walf's at work. We don't envy him.
Nope, we don't.
No, thank you. I'm good. That being said, though, we are needing to get started as quickly as possible, so I'm going to cut the chit-chat very quick, and we're going to go ahead and find out what happened last time on D&D. The Solaires, after hunting down one of the Abyssal Avatars, Obel, specifically the Abyssal Avatar to the Abyssal Prince, Juiblex, the party was not only able to successfully defeat her, but even cast her soul away so that she would not return to her weakest form. After taking some time in Tamworth's underground facilities, taking some of the ancient magi information for themselves, the party had taken a teleportation circle to head towards Padstow. Upon getting into Padstow, the party was able to then rest and recuperate, only to be pulled into the realm of Shadelka to fight for in the name of Zuckentmoy against Juiblex, weakening him enough so that she could conquer him and defeat him in a much easier fashion. It was an interesting fight. The party fought wave after wave of the various different slimes, and ultimately came down to Juiblex himself, which the party was able to deal quite a decent amount of damage after doing some recalculations. But oh yeah, no, you guys did like over 1,500 points of damage.
Yeah.
It was pretty ridiculous, but it was awesome.
Sweet.
It was mostly wealth.
It was mostly Garnan, but at the same time, Garnan wouldn't be able to pull off half of that stuff without you guys.
True.
Considering between haste and giving him the opportunities to do so, the party's spellcasters and being smart about taking on multiple enemies, and Henrik being able to maximize his shots as much as possible. Like I'm never ever going to say like, oh, it was just Walf. It's like no, it wasn't. Far from it. If this was 1-on-1, it probably wouldn't go very well.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That being said, though, the party was able to successfully defeat quotations, weaken Juiblex to the point where Zuckentmoy could fight him 1-on-1 on a pretty massive kaiju-like fight. When the dust settled, Juiblex had been defeated, but his essence, the power of the Abyssal Prince's hunger, it still lay dormant. But Zuckentmoy cast it down into the deepest, darkest parts of the abyss. On that note, though, the party then was able to kind of make a deal with Zuckentmoy, as she would not let the party go without there being some benefits. That being said, the party was able to gather themselves some rare fungus that could help aid them in a battle to come, whether choosing to increase health or being able to restore spell slots. The party that was able to successfully was able to claim that for themselves, and specifically for Kazir, after being offered multiple choices of what he could have, chose to become the champion of Zuckentmoy and take on the powers of what the poisoner could have done to the public. That being said, now the party wakes up in bed, back in Padstow, fully rested, everything regained. And I leave this up to you guys. What would you like to do?
Well, that was a weird ass dream. Breakfast time.
Agreed.
Breakfast time. Alrighty, so as you guys head down, if I remember correctly, you guys stayed at the Magenta Leopard, if I remember.
We have our own place in Padstow.
Oh, that is true. Yes, there indeed.
Pardon me. Yeah, the formerly known as Razor's Tusk, but
That's
now
right.
our base,
Now your
or
guys
the
is.
Patsta base. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's like time is now.
That was weird. Sorry about that. Just
What's up?
dealing with the tech thing on my side. Anyways,
Ah,
that being said, you guys head on down, and the place is stocked. Like whoever has been maintaining the house for you guys has been making sure that the place is clean, that food has been set up in here, so you guys are easily able to make a nice solid breakfast. I guess you guys just eat till you're full. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, makes sense. A
uh,
little celebratory dinner, breakfast.
which, by the way, as you guys come down, you guys do notice that Kazir's fur has indeed changed to that like orangish like orangish brownish like moss colored.
Moss.
Totally.
Yeah,
I say
It looked like mouse.
look like mouse, but it looks like that. Like you guys know what I'm talking about, like that really cool colored like moss.
yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, because it's like you like it is moss. Obviously, you should always be wary. And I mean, winter does not condone anybody going out and just touching mold or moss. Like, please be cautious when you do so. But like, you know what I'm talking
yeah.
about. Like
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
Like that, like that deep orange and like blackish colored like moss. Like the colors intermingled with each other. But it's really cool. It's like you should look it up. It's a. But anyways, not the point.
Belwraith, upon waking up, would probably be rushing to reconvene with the. Oh, welcome back.
There we go.
Belwraith would probably be rushing to reconvene with the party, assuming something had gone horribly wrong.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Myself?
Oh.
Yeah, for you.
Also a strength check because you're probably tied up right now.
For some reason, D&D Beyond won't let me roll, so I'm gonna do a manual roll and add 2. 9.
9. But to say you will for the next couple hours, your speed is reduced by 10.
20.
15. We meet in the middle.
Yeah, sure. 20.
No, I'm 30 down to 20. Okay.
But yeah, you it was a rough night for you.
Everyone had
Oh
enough
my.
rough night. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Get a little piece of that cake if you know what I'm saying. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Bow chicka bow wow.
Chocolate, right?
Yes. Just cut back to Henrik in the Shadow Realm, just going like, I like my chalky milk.
Hedwig needs chocolate milk. Oh man.
Savage killer, but whenever like the conversation of sex or drinks come on the line, Henrik is like, no, I don't.
That's different, all right, man.
Yeah, I don't
That
like
isn't science. That's fucking.
I mean, that's the most carnal science, if you ask me.
Well,
Carrying
the
on.
funnest science.
Yes, carry on.
Blue's leaving early in the morning to go to the Raven Queen Church.
Absolutely, takes you no time at all, especially considering the fact that, and the thing is, you guys have walked through Pathdale a couple times now since like the rebuild has started. It is honestly, Blue. It is refreshing to see like how much they've cleaned up the streets and. Like, you remember, like, even crossing into, like, the different wards in the city, like, there was so much extra, like, work you needed to do and, like, dealing with drow and all that. That, like, the moment you went up to the ward, they just look at you and go, like, oh, are you here to pray?
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you need directions to the nearest church, or do you know your way?
I know my way. Thank you, though.
Absolutely, allow me. And they, like, open the gate for you to be able to walk through.
He goes through, just heading to the Raven Queen Church.
Absolutely. It doesn't take you that long. Like I said, you know your way. You do notice, though, since the time you guys have been gone, they have they've made like pop up like little like what are they called, like pop up shacks, where you see like those plague doctors coming in and out of the facilities.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no.
They are they are quite numerous now.
Well, at least they have more doctors.
And as you go towards where the temple of the Raven Queen, which actually I have the name of that particular church right here. I should have had this pulled up since I know you guys were in Padstow. There it is.
No
I
worries.
didn't know I was gonna do religious stuff in the religious state.
Who knows? Let's see here. But it's the Feathered Church.
Going to Feather Church.
As you do so, you do notice that like they probably have like the biggest like pop-up locations like in front of their church.
Yeah, that makes sense.
One of the plague doctors walks up to you and goes, "Excuse me, can I help you?"
I'm just here to check the situation and give a prayer.
No problem. Do you mind if we check you just to be on the safe side?
Go on ahead.
And it's not like checking you as in like checking your belongings. They like actually pull out like a stethoscope and they like actually are like checking you for your health.
He is a very healthy boy.
Absolutely. After taking some time, like this process takes like only a couple minutes. It's like a routine. Like if you've ever been to like a oh gosh, I don't know if you guys have ever done this before. There are like specific like fairs and stuff that they actually like want to check to make sure that you're not like bringing in a disease. They're like the small like oh gosh, like church affairs. Like church like things will even like have like a nurse on the side going like, "Hey, we're gonna check you real fast."
I've never seen that before in my life.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's an up north thing, but I say it does happen from time to time where like because especially after like COVID happened.
You Northerners and your need for good health.
Yeah, I know, right? Just because Minnesota is one of the top states for health, I know. Anyways, they just do a quick check on you, like, and after a few moments, they just go, "All right, you are looking quite healthy. Make sure you keep your head on a swivel. Health does tend to take a turn for the worse."
He's just gonna put his mask on to.
Absolutely.
That makes me have a question for you, actually, Winter.
What's up?
Is germ theory understood in your world?
For the most part, like not to the same caliber, obviously, but they are aware of like what it means to like change gloves, wash their hands constantly, and all that stuff.
Mm.
It's, but I say because it's also a world of magic, so they understand like how germs work.
They've had time to actually go into soap and shit.
Exactly. Like they have like wash basins and stuff and various facilities where they can like change gloves and all that.
Cool.
That being said, Blue, as you walk in, you do once again see this beautiful cathedral. Like, as you walk in, you see the various like stained glass windows for the Raven Queen, and you do notice once more a visual like a stained glass window of a carrion bird's head on a male body, wings outstretched on the back, like that of an archangel. Let's say it is quite vacant at the current moment.
That's fine by him. At least it isn't the critical role of Raven Queen Church.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
terrifying.
like the pool of blood just like right there in the
Pool of
center.
blood.
Yeah, it's really dark. It's awesome though.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool,
It's
but
it's so Bloodborne, and I love it.
Blue's just pretty much going to he's going to get on He's putting a bit of a rug down in front of one of the windows, and he's going to pray. The period.
Absolutely.
Oh, hold on. DMs.
DMs? Okay, hold on.
DMs.
Don't want to open that up on stream. Hold on. I'm holding it open.
Why not?
Here, let me open up all my private documents with everybody on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Just a little bit of an IP leak. I don't see what could go wrong there.
There's a response.
All right.
I won't use your credit card info.
Blue's going to pretty much get on his knees on the carpet and just play a soft tune on his Twilight.
Absolutely. It is quite the thing, Blue. Like playing this instrument in a place dedicated to one of your faith. I would like you to roll a performance check.
Right. Oh fuck.
Hold up.
That's a good fuck.
It's a good
Oh.
fuck.
It's a good fuck.
Okay, on. There we go. Woo!
Not bad.
Roll of what's
I see you rolled a 16, but
39.
Jesus, it's disgusting. Say as you start to play, you can't help but feel like the space around you starts to kind of alter and change. Like as you play and play and play, it's almost like the fingers start to guide you in what you're doing. And as you do, you watch as the room ever changes from that cathedral-like state to a similar view you've seen quite a few times. That of a would be the proper term for it. Like it's almost like the world around you seems more like a yeah, you're having a heart attack. You should really go see your doctor. No, it almost looks like you're like playing inside of like a nebula, like stars around you, constellations, and it's a very peaceful place. It's not like scary or terrifying. It doesn't feel like you're falling or drifting. It almost just feels like you're in a place, watching everything unfold. And as you play this, you can't help but see that vision again. That vision of Valismir. The vision you saw of Grost. You can't help but feel like a what would be the term for it? Like a chill down your spine. But there is a serene calm. Do you keep playing?
Yes.
I would like you to roll another performance check. And plus your
Yep.
bonus.
Yep.
There you
40.
go. As you play, you can better say the visions around you just change, and you just see those familiar faces. Yep. Oh, absolutely. You just see those familiar faces you have before, and as you do, you can't help but feel.
Yeah.
You can't help but feel a familiar presence. One that you have felt only a handful of times before. As I think this is your first time casting the spell in this way.
It is his first time casting. The other one was through Knackle, but
Yeah, but now you can
that don't count. That's different.
you're able to do it in your own way. So you feel this presence before you, and you know how the spell works.
Yes.
What would you like to ask?
First, before any questions go out, I'd like to say thank you for that last battle. If we didn't have my mark, the party would have gone mad.
You feel like if like the feathers like come across like your shoulders and your back. It's a very pleasing. It's not like a weight. It's actually it's like if you threw a blanket over your shoulders.
It's just acknowledging the thanks you.
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. First off, is there a way to further increase the power of the sparking twilight?
You watch as the lights around you start to brighten, start to become more clear. But I say almost distinguishing themselves in a sense. You get the feeling, yes.
I think of a good one.
I mean,
Could ask if killing that one lich would do it.
good. You could ask.
Maybe. Would boosting the power of the sparking twilight have something to do with slaying the lich that is currently under the eye of the Thieves Guild?
You see that the lights around you, like the stars, just ever shift. They don't brighten, they don't darken.
I'm certain.
You get the sense that you get the sense of like not exactly.
And that's fine by him. He doesn't want to fight that lich.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, fighting a lich is
I-
pretty big. Though, then again,
No,
look at what we already fought.
Go
no,
back.
he uses the previous version liches. Not
Oh.
5e liches.
It's true. I don't do 5e liches. My liches are so
Yeah.
much scarier.
Fair.
Yeah,
You know what you could do? You could go back and ask that lich questions.
I'm good.
Damn it.
Yeah, we don't want it getting more powerful.
What? No, that's not what it does. It just wants to feed your curiosity.
I can feed my
Sure.
curiosity by not touching me. Do you approve of us helping out Flint?
You see the lights of the stars actually arrange. Like they start to rearrange around you. The nebula starts to move. And you see an image of you in the stars, like playing your lute, and you see various people, like coming to you see various stars like following the music, kind of like a Pied Piper. You get the sense of yes.
Nice. All right, we're helping Flint, guys. That's a definite now.
Then
Oh,
guess we need to put that as a priority.
well, the in one in Uskar is still priority.
Yeah.
'Cause,
True, but we have a longer trip to get to Flint.
Which
Mm.
which Tiny,
yes.
if you would like to roll a religion check.
Okay. Oh, actually, really high. Religion, a lot. Plus 16. Uh,
So
33.
Blue, you would know that the Raven Queen is the goddess, is a neutral goddess. She is not she is not defined by good and evil. She is a necessity. And she sees all souls as one that need to cross. No one is exempt from this. Immortality is a fool's errand. And you would know, the Raven Queen does not sees everything in a field of gray. If you help someone, you may end up helping yourself. And if you help yourself, sometimes you help others. The Raven Queen would not only judge you for helping someone else, but even correcting someone to help them follow their own path. Basically, the Raven Queen's not someone who is finicky about who should be helped and who shouldn't. So it makes a lot of sense when you ask that question that the Raven Queen would basically go, yeah.
You're saying the Raven Queen directly is answering this question? Oh,
Well, I mean, commune speaks directly to your god.
it's deity or divine proxy. So
Pretty-
either one.
So I mean, yeah, pretty much. It's like asking if I cast commune to talk with Paylor, am I catching Paylor? It's like, I mean, yes.
Paylor, one of his peoples.
I always figure in my head that you're capturing a piece of the conscious.
Pretty much, yeah.
It just helps it focus in on you for a second.
Yeah, it's like they catch you in a fragment of a moment.
Yeah.
But Blue, as you ask that last question, I imagine you play the rest of the song. And as you do, you watch as the nebula around you starts to fade. And you watch as the church comes back into view. And you see a woman standing behind the podium watching you. And as you finish, she starts to slowly clap. Very interesting. You are quite talented, Blue Ward.
Thank you, Ran.
Which, Blue, you would recognize this character, as you have met her before.
Oh, one time.
Yep, a whole one time, but she is the head of this church. I say you would know her as Lady Eileen, head of the church.
Because, of course, it had to be Eileen.
Oh, you know me, I like my references.
Of course.
Nice.
Is there anything I can assist you with, Mr. Ward?
Right now, I don't believe so. I was quite busy with the whole pandemic happening outside.
I understand. If that's the case, will you be spending time in our church, or will you be moseying on?
We I'll spend pretty much the morning here, but we have to get going soon.
I understand. In that case, on behalf of the church and others, as you watch it, she kind of gives you a little wink. She extends out her hand to you.
If I have to be married, man. Uh, he-
Madam,
uh,
I'm flattered.
he, is it a handshake type or
It seems like she's actually like she has something in her hand that she's extending out to you.
he puts his hand out.
You watch as she places a charm into your hand. It's like a pendant. And it's a symbol of the Raven Queen. A little trinket from us here at the Feathered House.
Thank you. I
Abs-
I have a whole 3 things regarding her.
Oh, and
Uh,
you might also want one of these. And you watch as she hands you essentially a plague doctor's mask. I get the sense you might be going into some difficult places.
yeah, it'll be a bit rough, and infections probably rampant there.
Best be safe, darling.
Thank you. Thank you, Eileen.
Absolutely. And please visit us again sometime.
I tried, but frequently we've been losing a lot of time.
I can understand that. I used to adventure myself.
You'll have to tell me about it sometime.
Absolutely. I wish I had more happier stories, but as a follower of the Raven Queen, you could understand that where they might send me.
Or says, as a lore bard, I'd like hearing anything.
I'll be delighted to tell you my stories, but please don't let me hold you.
Is the charm like a necklace or just something you hold in your pocket?
It's very much like a necklace, but I mean, like, you could easily, like, make it like a belt charm if you wanted to.
He's putting it on his neck, showing it off.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, he has the Raven Queen and a dead raven.
Woo!
Whoa!
I mean,
That's kind of dark.
I mean,
But yeah,
yeah.
thank you, Alosa.
I mean, it is her
Bird
culture.
Skull and the Raven Queen. Honestly, a Bird Skull is really close to the Raven Queen.
I mean, yeah, almost 1-for-1.
Oh,
So you predicted this.
What, me laying down some feelers way early in the campaign? No, never. We all know I go off the seat of my pants. I don't plan anything.
Me neither.
Not that Bird Skull when he found those other skulls.
Mm-hmm.
He was helping be Garnan's wingman.
Literally.
Oh god. Alright. Any magic detection from either of these things? Other than like holy magic from the
The pendant, but I say the pendant could easily be used as a cleric's charm. Like a what would be the term for a holy symbol? But no, not really. Even the mask itself is not magical. I mean, I don't think I need to go into depth with this, but with a high intelligence, you would know what a plague doctor's mask was designed to do.
yeah. Honestly, that's good because that several people in the party refused to put on masks.
Hey, it's not something that's easy to remember. I mean, it's like one of those things where probably in real life you'd be remembering it, but in campaign, you forget the dwarf that's in the bag of holding.
I don't forget the dwarf. I just leave him there. He's a snack for later.
Pocket dwarf.
Pocket dwarf.
Pocket
Wait,
dwarf.
did I say, is it dwarf or dwarf?
Dwarf.
Dwarf. Singular
Just
dwarf.
checking.
Multiple dwarves.
Ah, okay. Makes
I like
sense.
how Winter adds like the accent to it whenever he says it.
Dwarves.
I can't
He
help
says,
it.
he says dwarf.
I can't help
Dwarf.
it. Listen, okay, I'm Norwegian. Like for some reason, it comes out of me.
There.
It's like talking about gnomes around me. It's like it just comes.
Understandable.
Hey, listen, Go ahead.
I get to add that spell to my spell list now.
You do? What did I say? Oh, what a blue original.
Original. You know, the one that isn't unhollowing.
I mean, listen. Not all spells are good. Necromancy spells exist, and they're not all good. Evocation spells exist, and they're not all good. Depends on who wields them.
Yeah,
I
That
unhollow
was
this ground for
scary, man.
good.
I mean, it's good for a trap, but
Nothing more, nothing less.
yeah, not for me at least. Alright. I head back. Blue's happy. He got his answers questioned.
Absolutely. But I
It's
say,
answered, questioned.
Yes. I didn't stutter.
you heard.
Answers questioned?
He meant what he said and knew what he meant.
Interesting.
Answers were in fact questioned. Okay, yeah,
Fair.
he had Blue's happy. He did a god thing.
Alrighty. But I say, Belwraith, it takes you a while to get from Scales of War to where the Razor's Tusk used to be. Which, technically this building has no name now. But, that being
It's illegal. It has to be brought down. I've condemned it.
Sure.
You were a second
as of
late on the
right now, I'm
payment.
condemning it.
You were a second late on the payment. I'm closing it down.
Who wants to see film and try to put on a plague doctor mask?
Dude, I would pay to see that.
That would be funny.
So, but yes, Belwraith. It takes you a minute to get from the Scales of War to where the Solaris house is. But once you do, was there anything Kazir or Henrik wanted to do first thing in the morning?
I believe I did DM you about getting the materials.
You are still in Patstow right now.
Right. Duh. Come on, Irma.
But I say you would know. But I say you would know if they wouldn't have that. You wouldn't have that stuff here in Patstow. Unfortunately,
Right.
they're more focused on holy magics, not physical magics.
Like nerds.
Yes, like nerds. Because holy magic is the nerd stuff.
gods.
Holy magic requires so much study, though.
True, but so does but I would raise the argument that wizard magic and sorcerer magic is way nerdier.
Not sorcerer magic.
I mean,
Sorcerer magic just happens.
Yeah, sorcerer magic is more like in the moment, whereas wizard magic requires so much preparation.
Sorcerer magic is purely accidental.
Oops, I cast fireball.
Whoopsie doozles.
That was supposed to be a cure wounds.
My bad. I mean, can't control these things.
Well, that orphanage is on fire.
Listen.
Anyways, you have a nice day.
That guy over there is a potted plant now.
What can I say? Some days you cast the spells you want to. Some days you just become a part of the Blue Man group. What can I say?
Some days you turn into a T-Rex. Some days you grow a beard. Who knows what'll happen?
Fucking Henrik is still looking like CC Top. Forgot.
Yeah, Blue needs to fix that.
But I say, Henrik, you can't help but look in the mirror and go like, I look good.
Oh yeah, and Blue is a woman still, right?
Yeah, Blue is still a
Yep,
woman.
it's for 3 days.
This is only day number 2.
Which means, Eileen, that's totally Blueprint.
I mean,
Don't mind the titties.
fortunately, she does know who you are. It helps that you're kind of the champion of her god.
Yeah.
Fair.
Actually, last time they met, Blue wasn't even in contact with the Carrion yet.
That is correct. She's aware.
So it's just suddenly showed up. I'm the champion now.
I just
But
like.
he's not flexing it like Wealth did.
It's true. This is true. I can't. Oh man, god damn it. I just can't help but like Henrik walking by a mirror and all you hear is girls, cause every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man. Just every time. Oh, I love ZZ Top. Anyways, moving on. Henrik, you would know that you wouldn't be able to access that material until you get to the capital. Was there anything you wanted to do in Padsta, or are you basically just like tidying up, making sure all your supplies are ready to go to leave?
Henrik's dead.
Irma?
He's had a heart attack.
Uh-oh. We lost him, guys.
He's cousin It from Adam's Family right now.
Dude, I love Cousin It.
Accurate.
Kazir, was there anything you wanted to do in Padsta, or are you also just getting ready to go?
The only thing he'd do, and this is like before, during breakfast, would be call his wife.
Yep.
Have
Yep.
normal chat,
Absolutely.
Say you got moss on your dick.
Oh, God, Tiny.
I'm not apologizing.
It's covered in
stream.
moss.
Dick in a box.
But yeah, he would probably mention how the fight went well.
Absolutely.
He would underplay it, not saying how life-threatening it was.
Yes, the fight in your dreams.
Hey, there's proof that it really happened.
What proof?
Henrik's beard. Oh, wait. no,
Hey,
the
that
night before.
that just happened overnight, man.
Yes, as humans do, their beards just grow like all the way down to their waist.
He found a belt of dwarven kind.
Even a
just
belt of
a-
dwarven
it's
kind would
just a
bring your
Henrik
beard that
thing.
big.
Why not?
It's a
It's about as
Henrik
big as a
thing, it's
dwarf
fine.
beard, ain't
Yeah.
it?
Fair point.
Yeah, but it takes a day. It would take days to do that, whereas like this just happened overnight.
Same
Then You'll
thing.
find it.
Well,
And-
there's also the big old moth growing on.
Look, all
And
I'm
the
hearing is
strange-
people jealous of my beard.
Cause but I'd say listen,
Burning it off.
because girls gone crazy about a sharp dressed man.
Sharp dress man.
Yeah. I'm just imagining like Henrik coming out with black sunglasses and like a biker cap.
Connor could rock some sunglasses. All right, give him some aviators from the 1980s.
I mean, Blue does have a pair of sunglasses.
It's true.
Put him in the Miami
He-
Vice.
He used them to he used them to mess with the fucking Drow Queen.
Oh my god, Henrik just wakes up, grabs some glasses. He's like, this seems like a, put glasses on, hairy situation.
Oh God, you had to go.
And
with
then
the
he,
pun.
chokes on his own hair.
Yeah.
So I will ask this question: do you guys reconvene at the Solaire house?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Don't forget to feed your prisoners, Blue.
They're fine. I give them like a couple days to work. They're fine.
Like,
Feed them when
a
I
week
get
ago-
home.
As
Yeah.
the DM who keeps track of this stuff, I will say that Thordak's doing okay.
Thorpic.
The others,
Thordak, the Cinder King. You heard me. Did I stutter?
Oh. Oh no, Thorpic's gonna starve to death.
No, Thorpic is doing okay.
fine. I'll check on the elf.
They're dead. They've died a long time ago.
I'll check on the elf.
Alrighty. But I say so. Do you go into your dungeon to take a look?
Yeah.
They've exploded.
As-
That kid.
As you go to check out, you had two prisoners. You had the female elf and the male. Was it?
Blood hunter.
Yeah. Well, the female. About to say, was it? Remind me. It was a male elf and the female blood hunter.
Yeah.
The female blood hunter is like in a corner, like kind of just like you could tell she probably hasn't eaten because it has been a couple of days. But you notice that the male elf that you had, he does not have a head anymore.
Ah. Perfect.
Fuck.
His head blew off. Like I said.
Thorpic looks over and goes. Thorpic looks over at you and goes, "Don't look at me. I didn't do anything."
Fucking mama had a baby and its head popped off, I guess.
Karma, can you mute?
Been waiting on you for a week.
God.
Get the license through.
Hold on, I'm
Karma.
gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and.
I already took care of it.
Okay, thank you. About to say. Anyways,
Remind me to
gonna-
unmute her.
I'm gonna guess that it's Mark that I dispelled.
unfortunately,
That sound about right, Miss Bloodhunter?
she looks at you like she doesn't say anything, but you get the knowing nod. About to say she's afraid.
I haven't broken
Best to
bones
just
yet.
kill her.
No, Karik hasn't talked to her yet. I'm gonna give her food.
She will take the food, but she will, like she does it very tentatively.
Her Mark is still fine.
But you would know that. But I mean, you have dealt with spells similar to Gesh. They're very finicky. If you don't follow the orders to a T, well, you look at the gentleman in the cell next to her.
A bit. Karik. He's gonna leave, grab Karik so he can talk. Blue's gonna just kill her.
Nope, he understands. But I say Karik will walk in and go, "Yeah, mate."
I still have that blood hunter you wanted to talk to
Yes.
or look at.
I just wanted to ask her some questions.
Go ahead, because I'm gonna send her back to the Feywild once you're finished.
Understood. But do you go with him?
Yes.
As you do, you see you watch as he comes up to the cell where she's at. And like she's behind bars. You see Karik has no intentions of opening up the cell or anything. I know that you can't answer much questions. Just because of the mark that you have right there. So I'm just going to make this simple and try to be as overt about it as possible. Simple nod, or a simple shake of the head. Nothing more. Do you know where the Ghost Slayers are? You watch as she shakes her head. Are you part of those mutations? Shakes her head. You're a transformer. She nods. But you didn't in the fight. Which means you could have lost control. She nods. Where are they now? At least a general direction. She doesn't answer in the traditional sense. Like she isn't speaking. But you watch as she like Blue, you've designed like how these like how like certain rooms look. Would she have like dirt in her cell? Or would it be pure
probably
stone?
Be sand.
Sand?
Yeah.
You watch as she, like in the sand, like using her finger, just kind of like makes the shape of a tree. Like, and then like other trees around it, and then pointing downwards. So they're farther south, then. She nods. Idrish nods. At least that's better. At least that's a hint that I don't know about. I appreciate it. My friend here is going to take care of you. Don't resist. At least that way you won't suffer the same fate as your friend. Which, by the way, Blue, you would know that because her friend died in the way he did not go to the Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he gets to go to the next life.
Yeah, he's dead.
I mean, fuck him. He was an asshole.
I mean, he was. You watch it.
So one of them I've killed permanently with the beat of Thorm. One is dead.
Yep. You watch
and
it.
Now this one.
You watch as she stands up and she goes, I will fight back. I have to. Will that be a problem?
No.
You watch as she takes like a fighting stance. What do you do, Blue?
This person's still like hurt, right?
Yeah,
they haven't eaten for a while.
Yeah, she is like I'm about to say she has a point of exhaustion. She hasn't been able to sleep properly, so she is like at 1 hit point. But you would know that. Right. But you would know, unlike like some of the other enemies you fought, you'd have to make sure she's like dead. Makes sense.
Yep. Alright. Blue gets in a pretty much battle stance, and
need someone dead.
I'm not. We're not sending her to hell.
Why not?
We're not sending her to hell.
Yeah, but I said no, Karma, keep doing it. But I said keep sending hell soldiers.
That worries me.
It's set up for campaign 2.
Hendrick's legion of devils.
No, they're out to get Hamrick. They're not with him. They're against him.
It's good. That'll be a fun one-shot in the future.
Oh no!
It's going hell just to kill those.
I'd say all the people Henrik killed, they'll just like pull him into Avernus.
Oh,
He'd win.
Be a fun one-shot.
search for Dragon. Instead of Henry being the crystal, he's fighting for his life.
Like, fuck. Like literally, like Henrik going all Doom guy, like trying to survive in this world, and it's just like, God damn it. Leaning up against like some obsidian stone, trying to hide from like a fucking platoon of like devils.
Where is the guy who made socks with sandals a thing?
Motherfucker! I'll shoot him. I'll shoot him myself. Anyways,
Who's gonna go a mile move? He's casting Misty Step and stabbing her in the back.
rolled hit.
Okay. Yeah, that. I think a 19 plus bonuses hits.
Absolutely. Just barely. Just barely.
Straight through the heart. Making it, like, quick.
Mm.
That work?
Yeah.
But
I better say, I will say, like, rolling to hit and all that stuff was kind of the important thing. Like, as far as damage goes, like, it's fine. But I say, I imagine like Blue like uses your blade to like make it vibrate to the point of like going right through her heart.
Yep.
And as you do, you watch as she kind of gives a look, like a pained look, because like it still kind of hurt.
It fucking hurts.
But at the same but at the same time, you see a look of like relief as she like just drops to the ground, just. I hate to say it, but at least she was willing to give information.
I felt wrong.
That's because it really was Blue, but that was better than.
Damn.
Oh damn! But I say minimal on the blade damage, but maximum on the D10.
The blade didn't do shit. Bardic Inspiration ever.
But I say
myself to be pathetic.
it's not exactly a good thing to have to do, mate. But you gave her a better ending than what could have happened to her. As he looks over at the gentleman.
Over at Mr. Headless.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was an asshole though, so
He was an asshole. That doesn't necessarily mean that he deserved to die. Just.
Yeah. Raven Queen will take care of him though.
This is true. It's not exactly a fun position to be in. Either way.
Yeah.
At least I was able to be told about a sister group, and I might be able to learn more. I wish I could find out where the Ghost Slayers are, but it's a tall order to ask.
Oh, I mean, I do have like 4 different info organizations under my belt. Maybe one of them has some clues.
Possibly. The only problem with that is that we blood hunters are very secretive about the orders, and we typically can glean by some of these intelligence organizations. You might get some past documents of where they could have gone, and that could be helpful. But it's hard to get up to date, especially with my order. We tend to travel between dimensions.
I could ask the Razors or someone. It's up to you, though.
Possibly. Might be a future question. I didn't necessarily follow all of their beliefs to a T. Hence why my position is the way it is, but at the same time, it's been a long time. I'd like to know that they're doing okay.
They're badass over here stabbing the slime god.
Listen, someone had to stab him. It hurt like hell, though.
Oh yeah, he's a slime.
The gigantic slime.
Yeah. Smells like sewage. Ugh.
Ugh. It smelled awful, too.
I gotta give these bodies to the Strider.
I mean, can't...
Thorpick, you want a body?
Thorpick just looks at you and goes, I'd rather not with their bodies. They've been tainted. Experiments on them.
Okay, yeah.
They
Gives
wouldn't.
them to Henrik.
They wouldn't aid with any of my research.
And I'll ask Henrik. And if not him, I'm speeding. I should give that thing a name, shouldn't I?
I mean,
That's. I kind of want to call the Strider Loretta, but
I mean, you could.
it could. But Skolvin's thing, Loretta, I think.
That's a good question. It's been a long time.
Call it Dathana. Piss off Valwraith.
No.
Yes, Skolvin's whatever it is now was named
Dire or something.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't even know if
Dire.
it's Dire anymore.
No, it's quite well. Dire, but I say dire technically would be the term for it, but it is a steed.
Okay.
But
All right.
Dire speed.
Good. I'm
Cool.
calling it Loretta.
duly noted. Also,
Uh,
just a reminder: the female body, as after you killed it, you do watch as the body starts to kind of morph and change into like butterflies, as she is returned to the Feywild.
We took all of her stuff, so. Hooray! She's free. I'll find her in the Feywild.
Yes! I
No,
will
we are
climb
never going to
Olympus!
the Feywild again.
We will go to a sanctioned area next
Yeah,
time.
go to the one of the courts. It'll be fine.
Not the Feywild.
No, I feel like you guys should go into the wildlands again.
Oh,
It was
It'd
a
be
good,
fun. Let's
disappeared for 4
go.
months.
What could possibly go wrong?
it's a good time, you know.
I mean, it was
We were
fun,
there like a day
but
and
I
a
don't
half,
wanna-
and
It wasn't
time went
even a
whoop
day
de
and a half. It was
doop.
like 8 hours.
Really? I thought it was longer than 8 hours. Whatever.
We didn't get any sort of rest there. I think we
Oh,
got like a short rest, but that's it.
True. Got about
That's
that.
because people who aren't like Bimp and Garnan can't have long rest there.
It's true.
Anyways, I'll see if Henrik wants the mail, and if not, I'm feeding Loretta.
For the sake of brevity, would Henrik want the body?
What's the race?
Elf, I think.
It was elf.
No, elves are useless.
That's racist. I'm telling Dathana.
Yes.
She's gonna whip you.
Is Stefano an elf?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
then
sorry.
tell her it's your loss.
Zip.
It's your back.
Okay, but you're the one that's traveling with someone who hates elves. Willingly at that.
Oh my gosh, a human who hates elves? What are the chances?
What?
An elf
I
who
know,
hates
right?
humans?
What are the chances?
More believable. Okay. I'm just feeding the drow. Or not the drow, the strider.
You're feeding the drow.
Have feeding the drow. Karg, open wide.
Oh god, cursed.
But I say,
Okay, yeah.
the
feed-
moment you like go to feed the drider, you better say you watch as he like Karik immediately just gives a disgusted face and just goes, "I'm gonna leave, mate. Don't mind me."
Yeah, go ahead. I really need to get rid of this thing.
It's I hope you don't take offense to it. It's a cultural thing.
No, I don't take offense. This thing's disgusting.
As the Kark just leaves, and you just see
Hey.
like the anime shiver of like.
Yeah.
So you feed Loretta,
Loretta.
and like Loretta eats it like no problem. But I say you do see the Gorgon is still like dazed out of its mind.
Henrik needs to take care of that thing sometime. I don't want a pet Gorgon
It's
anymore.
just a little bit of LSD.
It's not fun.
It's just a little bit of LSD.
I also just want its skin blindfold, because a blindfold of confusion sounds really fun.
Possibly.
Could be a little bit of Fenton there too.
You do see Thorpic look at you and go, "Oh, Blue.
Yeah?
Any chance I can get some more rations? I'm starting to get a bit low."
Of course, he just gives him a ton.
Absolutely. You restock him, give him like another month's worth.
Yeah.
I say, "Oh, any chance I could also get some more paper? I'm running a bit low."
Does that just a fuck ton of paper?
I mean, yeah, you could.
He just gives him paper.
Absolutely. He looks at you and goes, "Thank you, Blue. I appreciate it."
Of course. Do you need any room in there or anything that could boost it? I'll change it next time I change this place.
I am okay at the current moment. I have enough space to do a bit of exercise, and I got my papers and everything to be able to work and follow up on my research. Follow up my research on incantations when it comes to magic and undeath.
Alright. Good luck.
He gives you a nod. Best of luck, Mr. Ward.
Thank you.
And he just
Oh, by the way, Jublex is dead.
he gives a look. He's gonna insight you.
That's a natural.
Do a natural 20.
Yeah, 28 or 38.
He looks at you and like he just goes, "You know, I'm now very happy I didn't have to fight you guys. I feel like my chances.
Yeah.
I overestimated my chances."
Yeah. It wouldn't have been fun for either party, but mostly you.
This is true. This is true. I would have been a little bit more fearful if those tadpoles had gotten out.
I dumped those tadpoles in a volcano.
Good, good. Hopefully that will be the end of them, but you never know, unfortunately.
They were sent to the abyss.
That unfortunately will have to be a future person's problem.
That'll be not my fucking problem. Hey.
Yep.
I feel like it'll be some
Ah.
time before that becomes a problem.
Exactly. I'll be old and happy by then.
And you watch as he kind of goes back to work, but you do see he kind of makes some notes about, like, you very quickly see that him jot down some notes about Juiblix being dead.
Yeah, Blue is just gonna drop that and run off. Just
Which, by the way, Blue, you uttered that name. Nothing happened.
yeah, he's dead. Blue isn't afraid of that name anymore.
That name no longer has power.
You're right.
Hooray!
Now the slimes are not fishes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Well,
We're gonna
they're
come
still
across a
vicious.
slime in the
They
wild.
just-
It's just gonna be like limp. I don't know what the word is for it.
Turns out he was some guy reincarnated as a slime.
Nice reference.
Thank you.
Okay, back to what we were doing. Now that Blue stuff is done.
Kazir, do you have anything?
Nope.
He is
Oh.
sexting his wife.
Oh,
Shut
right, I
up!
forgot about that. I thought we skipped
going?
over Kazir. I won't lie.
No worries.
Is Loren coming with us?
Belwraith is currently reconvening with you guys.
Yes. We're all here.
Alrighty. So,
I do want to do something before we leave. Well, a couple things before we leave.
absolutely. What would you like to do?
Blue,
Hello.
do you have any further use for Thorpic?
I mean, kind of.
Foreseeably.
Right now, no.
I would request then that he would be relinquished to Padstow.
Uh,
I can give you
No,
a
not
vow
yet.
that he will not be put to death.
not yet. He's still a good person to bounce ideas off of when it comes to the Broken Skull, and has given me several things to help with these plans.
He could keep a sending stone with him. Well, I won't link only to you.
Would you just keep him in a normal cell, or
Not normal. It would be higher security.
and no? I plan to keep him there for a while longer, at least until this Broken Skull shit's done with.
Alright. I had to try. I need to go back to the church, catch up on everything that's happening, and say goodbye to the Scales and my family.
Alright,
2 hours?
sounds good to me.
For the sake of brevity, because we could easily do this for a while, the church kind of gives you an update that now that Tamworth has been, taken from the hands of the Broken Skull, Vlad informs you that he has already taken liberty to send a couple of the Holy Knights and a couple of new cardinals to start making their way to Tamworth to help the military, with the military. They are taking Tamworth as a spy, as a outpost town to keep an eye on Starlam.
Okay.
He has Vlad has an Atharian sending stone to be able to speak with them at a moment's notice, so that he is up to date with everything that's going on at any given time.
While I'm at it, I will tell him about Uskar.
That is very unfortunate.
Indeed it is.
I wish we could send the aid down there, but unfortunately we are stretched thin.
I'm aware. I believe that the Solaires plan to head that way.
Will you be aiding them, Belwraith?
I plan to, although it could have some political uprising.
As long as you are going through the political route of speaking with the Main or getting an invitation from him, you shouldn't have any issues going into Uskar. It has been some time since I've been there myself. But, to be fair, when traveling with the Order, it's a little bit easier.
I will see if I can get in some kind of contact with him, though I kind of doubt it.
Make sure you take care of yourself, Barith. I can easily hold the fort here. I'm just asserting our situation, making sure that we are stretched out to help as many people as possible. But we also need to make sure that Pastel stays under our control. We can't let it fall again.
I agree.
But we are sending aid where we can. The Holy Knights and the Cardinals are spreading out once more to try to assist. Things are looking good, at least for now.
Thank you for taking the position.
Absolutely. I am happy to help you, my friend. You see him kind of give you like a very like firm like a firm yeah, no, I understand, man.
Yeah.
But you see like a firm smile directed at you.
Balraith returns it as best he can for being too early in the morning.
He will extend out his hand and give you a very firm handshake.
Responded in kind.
Stay safe, Belrith. I look forward
You
to
as well.
I look forward to your return.
I look forward to being able to stay here for, well, in peace times at least.
That'll be a day we all look forward to.
I must be moving on.
Best of luck. And may
You as well.
May Tyr guide your back. And as you
May he brace your sword.
and as you walk out, going to see your family is much easier. Your mom is being overly like, treating you like you're still her baby. Your dad is firm as always and just kind of like, all right, you're just doing a man's work, I understand. Your brother is lecturing you about protocol and making sure you do everything the way it's supposed to. And your sister is complaining because you're leaving again. Is that about right?
Yeah, probably.
But of course, naturally, they all understand, and family, family bond. But your mom insists that she make you some food before you leave.
It's hard to argue.
It's true. So she makes you she makes you just a nice sandwich before you leave. But I say fresh meat. Your dad must have restocked recently.
Great.
But that being said, the party comes together once more.
I have to say goodbye to Thana too.
Oh, that's true. That's true. As you go,
I did not want to incur the punishment for forgetting that.
as you go to where Dathana's room is, you do see she's currently doing paperwork. And as you walk in, she looks at you and goes, "Oh,
I apologize for leaving in the morning.
Huh. I'm surprised you left in the morning."
I figured I should catch up with everything else first.
I understand. But I assume you will be taking off.
I will be.
And you watch as she takes you watch as she kind of takes her crutch and she starts making her way towards you. But oh, hold on one second.
Uh-oh. Everything's on fire in the Winter household. Arma died.
Uh,
Now he's back.
what happened?
Everything just went quiet.
Yeah, no, that was
everyone-
me. But I was talking with Abby real fast because she was just bringing me some information.
How dare you?
I know, I'm the worst. Listen, I've accepted this title quite a while ago. You know, I am husband, father, the worst. You know, comes with the gig. Andy Hoozles.
Not like we depend on you for anything at all.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyways, you do watch as she like walks over to you, and she like tries to look as professional as she can. Obviously, a bit difficult with her current situation. And she kind of like adjust, like she almost like slightly adjusts your armor. You better make sure that your armor is taken care of. Make sure everything is polished and looking good, Belwraith.
One of the best artificers in Atharia is traveling with us, so I'm sure he can handle anything that comes up.
See, I believe you, but at the same time, you watch as she like adjusts one of the straps and like it like tightens around the shoulders. I'd like to make sure that you come back to me. In the meantime, best of luck. And I will be expecting you back soon.
I will do my best.
Understood. And you watch as she, again, unless you resist, she does like, she kind of like just kind of wraps her arms around you and like, you know, the couple's like goodbye, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Takes a little bit though.
Make that 2 hours into 3.
Yeah, you know, it takes a while.
Yeah.
But after a while, she does let you go, but you can't help but feel the stare as you walk away. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is up to Belwraith to determine.
It's a bit of both.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Wise man, wise man. The party returns together. And you guys teleport to Westray?
Yeah,
Alrighty.
using the teleportation circle so we don't gotta spend money.
Absolutely. As you go to the teleportation circle, I assume you guys are going directly to the College of Floor?
Yep.
Alrighty. And you just... The vision of the basement of the Razor's Tusk vanishes away, and you see yourself, Blue, in the very familiar and music-filled halls of the College of Lore.
He's taking out his sending stone and pulling the stone to the queen.
Absolutely. It takes a minute, but you do get a response of going, "Oh, Blue, I apologize that took a moment. I was in the middle of a meeting."
Oh no, you're fine. I just was saying we're in town.
Good. I will make sure that the room that our meeting room is clear. I wish to speak with you all before you continue on where you go.
All right. I have something very like deep to tell you, but that's better to say it for in person.
I would prefer that being in person because I feel like this is going to be a long conversation.
Yeah, you'd probably have to be sitting down.
I will be waiting.
Actually, we'd have to go into my memories, so
We will cross that bridge when you get here.
Blue wants to show her the kaiju battle.
Absolutely, I know. I understand. I knew where you were going with this. So, but
Makes sense.
you guys do end up like getting like caught by like the security at the College of Lore, but like very quickly, like Blue, they recognize you and they're like, "Oh, yes, okay, nope, you're good." So thank you, and like just kind of like let you go on your way. You end up going like, unless you guys, I'm about to say, I know that Henrik wanted to stop somewhere before anything. Did you want to do that right away or after the meeting with the Queen?
Right away.
Absolutely. So, what?
Where you stop and I can get you a discount.
I don't know. Whichever place has it.
I say you would be looking at.
Magic shop.
You're going to be looking at a blacksmith, and you're going to have to find a high caliber blacksmith.
Yeah.
They own one of those.
I say, for the sake of brevity, because we could end up being here for a while. As you go to, but I say you find a blacksmith known as the oh god, you go to the blacksmith that's called Spark of Moradin, and it is a dwarven owned blacksmith. And you as you come up, he just goes, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Adamantine and mithril.
Ooh, looking to make some armor. Fair enough. How much you looking at for there, boy?
I got money to burn. 5 pounds of each.
5 pounds each. Woo. We got a big spender. Fair enough.
Big project.
No, I understand, boy. I understand. But to say, I've worked on a fair share of golems in my day, and trying to make them out of mithril or adamantine is quite the spendy venture. But you get quality golems.
Do you have a tome on crafting metal golems?
I might. You got a minute?
I got plenty of time. Only thing is we're doing today is just some stupid meeting.
Have you hang on a second? I got a bit of a tickle in my throat. It's leaking. So they went down the wrong pipe.
Ouch.
This is all in character.
I gotta step away from the forge sometime. Anyways, you watch as he goes back, and you watch as he comes up with like 2 boxes that are pretty. Like he has to he's like, all right, and he has to lift them up, and because they're pretty heavy. And he pulls out 5 bricks, or 5 ingots of this super deep gray metal. And then 5 ingots of this chrome colored metal.
Alright, how much?
Well, this is a bit rare material. I had to order this from my country. In other words, just to make sure that it's quality.
Of course.
Has to be from the greatest forge in all the land. It's been a while since I've been to the Under Kingdom. Anyways. For the batch, you're looking for 5 pounds each. We're looking at about 40,000 gold.
Alright, I assume Blue's with me.
Blue.
Tiny isn't.
Blue.
I wasn't listening.
I assume Blue would be with Enric for this.
Yes.
I say,
40,000, you got it right.
40,000.
is-
Can I roll history to see if that would be the normal price for this amount?
absolutely. Go ahead, roll a history check.
And plus history. 26.
26. But I say you would know that adamantine and mithril are rare, especially in Atharia. Everything has to be imported from another country, and if he says this is straight from the dwarven country, but I say, hold on one second, I gotta pull up my notes because I am apparently a part of the common pleb, and I don't. Here we go.
You are a common plebe.
How dare you? If this is from Usmeaston, but I say the Underkingdom, this is top quality adamantine and mithril. You're never going to find more pure metal. He probably, but I say you get the sense, maybe it's slightly uppriced, but considering the source of where it's from, but I say he's guaranteeing quality.
Insight to see if it's actually from there.
I mean, this would be, this wouldn't necessarily be an insight check, but as a, if you were trained with, if you were trained as a blacksmith, but I would say you could roll to determine whether or not this is quality adamantine or quality mithril. Technically, Henrik, if you are trained with blacksmithing tools, you could roll to see.
I am.
Is he lying about it being directly from there?
That you could roll an insight check on. But I mean, Henrik, if you want to roll a blacksmith,
I could examine the materials themselves.
it would be a d20 plus proficiency plus intelligence.
Yup, 31.
31. And then I see, Blue, you rolled a 17 plus insight.
7 plus 5.
So
22.
22. As far as you can tell, he is not lying. He is being completely truthful with you. And Henrik, looking at it, as you are a tinkerer by trade. What the hell? Hold on.
Winter's dying again.
What the hell? Oh my god, I feel like there's something just hanging out in my throat.
Get water.
I will in a second.
Oh! Now. Stop dying.
No, in a second, I need my medals.
Okay. Whew. I just took a drink. Hopefully I got rid of it. Anyways. Henrik, you are a tinkerer by trade. You're used to working with some of the most, like, unique magical items, and you've worked with, and, like, to create magical items, especially in the Artificers Guild, you needed top quality materials. Very rarely did you get stuff from Uzmisten. It is something that only, like, dwarven inventors get their hands on. This is very high quality stuff. Pure, unadulterated, like, adamantine and mithril.
All right, yeah. 40,000 seems like a good price for that.
And because I am a man of my word, I'm not one who's going to rob you or trick you into thinking that I'm some charlatan. I'll throw this in for free. And Henrik, he hands you a book about golem creation. Which, Henrik, which Herma, this is above, because technically, Henrik, as far as I know, because you can cast
Summon construct, yeah.
Yeah, summon construct. But I say this book would give you the ability. This book would give you the ability for a free cast of that spell.
Oh. Free?
Yep. But it's only once per day.
No, I'm talking about
Damn.
he giving the book for free.
He will be if you're paying full price. He's asking for a quality price for quality product. But I say, if you're willing,
That's fine by me.
If you're paying the price, he's more than happy to give it to you.
Who is paying the full 40,000?
All right. Make sure you mark that off your sheet. And Henrik, you can add to your character sheet that you have 5 pounds of adamantine and 5 pounds of mithril.
Indeed.
I went below 200,000 gold. It's fine. I still have 500,000 platinum.
Shut up.
All
No,
right.
I'm kidding.
I know what I am doing for the next week and a half. Minimum.
The thing about adamantine and mithril in my world, just because I want to clear this air just in case this comes up, adamantine and mithril in my world are rare. Like, most adamantine and mithril armor is like a small portion of adamantine or mithril mixed with like traditional metals in order to create it.
It's
just for the magic of.
It's for the magical effect. Getting pure
Yeah.
adamantine and mithril is hard to come by. The best chance you're going to get to actually getting it pure is going to the literally to going to the elemental chaos realm of Earth, which it would not be in the kingdom. It would be in the wildlands.
I can go get that.
It's a dangerous.
Honestly, sounds like fun.
Oh, it'd be a fun adventure, but it would be a dangerous place, and most people don't come back, especially because, like, most of the wildlands are controlled by creatures like Tao. Anyways.
Thank
Right.
you.
Pleasure doing business. I might return one day.
Aye, lad. Pleasure doing business with you. I hope that Moradin watches over your projects.
Well, I guess it revolves a bit of smithing.
He watches. He kind of gives like the craftsman smirk. But he looks over at Blue and he goes, "You need some meat on your bones, boy. You should try eating
I
something.
try, okay?
You need to eat something."
I eat a lot, but I work it up.
I don't believe you. But I say otherwise you that's a pound.
Henrik still having a beard that make a dwarf blush.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. It's just like this man has quite the beard, and he looks at your beard and he's like, "Yes, this man has learned. He knows our ways."
I try. Magic just uses up a lot of energy.
I imagine, but at the same time, put some meat in your diet. You're looking too skinny. You watch as he kind of.
I will.
Anything else I can help you with before you're on your way?
Not that I can think of.
All right then. In that case, get out of here. Scare away my customers.
Just the beard. Anyways, he leaves.
As you leave, you just stroke your beard.
And so it begins.
The project begins. So, but I say you guys start making your way to Castle Westray.
Yep.
Alrighty. Fair enough. As you guys make your way up, obviously you get checked by the guards of Castle Westray. They kind of give you the rundown of they kind of give you the rundown security wise, making sure you're good. Obviously they know who you are. So they're not suspicious of oh, betrayers. It's like, no, but I say, oh, good to see you, Solaris, but hold on 1 second, protocol.
Gotta make sure we aren't just green gnomes in a trench coat.
You never know. Could be
steaming.
Could be 5 kobolds.
I mean, steaming is a powerful spell.
It is indeed a powerful spell. That being said, after a minute of just double checking to make sure everything is good, you are led up to Castle Westray, where you very quickly are brought to before the Queen's meeting chamber. And you watch as you enter, she has already set up the meeting table. You do see 2 other figures with her. You see Kevlar, who is ever so much at her side, and you just as he sees you, Blue, he kind of goes, Blue, my friend, it's been too long. How are you?
Blue's still a woman.
Blue's
still a woman.
Oh my gosh! You grew some nice boobs.
Oh, yes. 1 minute height.
Thank you, Stray. I appreciate that you got that reference. It's one of my favorite jokes. I'm just like, oh, Master Robin, you lost your arms in battle. Oh, how terrible!
You grew some nice boobs.
Blinken, up here.
I rolled a dice. This happened. Now I got tits.
Fair enough. I think I've seen that before. It was a wild magic surge, though. You're not dabbling with wild
I become
magic.
a woman a lot, don't I?
You're not dabbling with wild magic, are you, Blue?
Oh, just dice that I still don't know the effects of.
Make sure you be careful. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I found that one of the dice just explode.
That sounds about right. But
Shit.
by the way, the other figure that you see is actually a familiar face that you guys have not seen in a while.
Oh.
You see Baron Nijak.
Oh,
Oh, hey.
in the bio.
Solaris. It has been some
Have I
time.
met you before?
About to say, Henrik, I think you've only met him once.
In the meetings.
About to say in the meetings. Actually, no, it would have been, you would have met Baron Nijak at the party. That you,
Oh,
Party,
yeah.
and then while he was trying to save civilians.
yeah.
Other than that, no. You don't know
Do
the
I know you?
the starting connection.
No, not quite, Master Henrik. It has been some time. We've only encountered each other maybe a handful of meetings.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, however, with the other Solaris, I very acquainted, and it's good to see you again.
Agree.
Good to see you too. Good. More people to view this, the better.
So, you watch as Queen Atharia looks at you and goes, "Okay, Blue. So, what exactly is it that you needed to show us?"
Wait. Remember my dungeon?
Yes, your portable dungeon.
We gotta go there for this. It's able to show off my memories. So, it's been a while,
Once
and I
in
don't
a-
want to say it.
Okay.
All Kazir will say is, it's once in a fucking eternity experience. Pardon my
Blue
language.
did drugs.
Careful when you're getting my hopes up.
All right.
Come,
All right.
all you want to come?
I might as well.
Yeah, I need to go to the lab.
So everybody goes into the portable dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
And
Henrik goes to his lab. They go to memory lane.
I'll say, for the sake of brevity, you replay the memory of Zukin Moy versus Dewey Blakes in Shadelka. Which, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and roll for their reactions real quick. Starting off with Kevlar. Yep, no. Yeah, he's astounded. He's being very extra. I say for Baron Nijek. He's looking at it very carefully, like a tactical mind, like looking at it. And then your sister. She looks at it and she is. You see her mainly like. You see moments of like, oh my. Oh. But you see that she's mainly keeping her cool and her composure. But it seems like Kevlar is the one who's the most like jaw dropped.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense for the bard to be like, what the?
Yeah, very like, oh my god, my jaw's on the floor.
He starts nervously playing his lute.
Yeah, but like there's
Someone
always,
help me find my job.
there's gotta be music to accompany this great battle.
Nat one on performance.
You know, I'll roll. Better say, you know what? I'll even do it in roll 20.
Let's do this.
Let's see here. Oh my god!
19, hell yeah.
Let's see here. He can. Okay, hold on a second. With his bonuses, that is a 30.
Blue's joining in with the 35.
Absolutely.
He's just playing power metal. 'Cause
I mean,
what
yeah,
else
kinda.
would fit?
I mean, yeah, kind of. Which, by the way, Belwraith, if you're watching this, you are also seeing all this happen.
He's
Kazir will
Belwraith
join
is a
into-
stoic person.
That makes sense. Like, you're stoic. I imagine Bellar's like, Oh.
In his head, he's like, "Holy fucking shit!" But he doesn't.
I was
show
gone for 8 hours and this shit happened.
Oof.
Big oof over there. Big oof over there because you're.
Yeah, even with advantage, that
You-
would be pretty
10.
shit.
Yeah.
Kazir joins in with his violin and
And ends up
Someone immediately casts silence on him.
Let's say. That's interesting. You have a +2 to performance, but you're specifically. Yeah. No, that would still be accurate. +2.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. I saw your DMs.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry. I see. I see
Just
where you're
making
going.
sure.
I see where you're going with this.
Need anything
Oh.
from me, or just is that happening?
But I say I assume this is just the basic work, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But I say
No, just very nitpickingly copying it onto there.
There are tests for
no
doing things.
no rules for this one because of the fact that you're essentially just copying it from one thing to another.
Mhm.
But I say, no rules for this one because it's basic skills. You are trained to do this. The hard part will become with what you're planning to do after that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that being said,
the others get an amazing performance from Kevlar and Blue while watching the kaiju battle.
yeah, fucking just like through the fire and flames. Oh god, but I mean, it is an absolutely stellar performance, and watching the battle between Juiblix and Zugged Moy come to a conclusion, with Zugged Moy wielding the soul of Juiblix, and then watching as she sort of like sends it down. I assume that's where the memory ends.
Yes. He is not showing them Dougie's like true form because no. I feel Blue might get smited if he does that.
Might not go very well for you.
Yeah.
But you watch as the memory comes to an end. You do watch as like Kevlar is just like his fingers hurt from like just continuously playing that hard. But you like he's like oh gosh, did you guys ever watch the Minion movie?
Thankfully not.
But I say the the guy at the end who's like, oh, spectacular. I think a better.
I think I remember that.
I think a better example would be like the guy from Kyoshi Island who just like gets so excited every time Aang shows up and he just has foam coming out of his mouth.
Fair.
Nijak just looks at it and goes, I would happen to agree that this is definitely a once in a millennia thing to see. And you watch as your sister goes, will either of them be a threat to us going forward?
Nugget Moy, absolutely not. She's really nice, and her whole abyssal thing is like, that's happening anyways. It's like the Raven Queen with death. It's happening. They're neutral. Both of their avatars aren't in the picture anymore.
That's good.
Correct.
We could update our notes about that and make sure that they are marked off the list.
Already done. Out of character.
No, absolutely. In that case, then it leads to the conversation about. Leads to a conversation I needed to have with you all. Do you have a meeting chamber in here, Blue, or do we need to leave the dungeon?
I do. He takes her to floor.
Absolutely. As you guys go to the meeting chambers, which I assume is the circular room that you had like the table and a various amount of chairs. You watch as I assume everybody sits down maybe some of you stand. It'd be what it be. You watch as Queen Atharia like pulls out like some paperwork and everything. First things first. As with tradition, you watch as she brings out a very like formal looking like envelope, and she like puts it on the table and like slides it to you guys. On behalf of on behalf of the sovereignty of Atharia, you Solaris have been cordially invited by the Main of Uskar to come into their land.
Who's going to check the fancy thing?
Absolutely. As you open it up, it is definitely fancy schmancy. Like, it is very fancy paper, lots and lots of handwriting, and it's basically like it's jargon talk of like, dearest Solaris of Atharia, we like enter your name here on behest of the words of the Amain, of cordially request that you come to our aid in Uskar. Yada yada blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like it's the
Yada yada blah blah. Yeah.
Like without going
Did
to.
we get?
Go ahead.
Did we get the teleportation circle there?
There is a teleportation circle, and it is noted in there that it is noted in the paperwork that it is a teleportation circle. Unfortunately, it is the closest they can get you to the capital. The documents, if you read them, basically will let you know that they unfortunately had to destroy the or at least render the teleportation circle in Barlashmere, which is the capital, inert.
Oh,
With the threat of this beast of Uskar coming through, they don't want to risk it teleporting in behind enemy lines.
Yeah. Also, if they did get to that magic circle, they're fucked.
Pretty
Because
much.
they could open it up and just all the demons.
very true.
Where is this circle?
I say, the circle is in a city known as Aliko, which is unfortunately to the far northwest of Uskar. I will, if you want, I can type that into chat.
Go ahead and type it out.
Also, Herma, you can do that. It will take up the majority of the day to do this like perfectly with no smudges, no mess ups.
No.
But I say again, no rules because of the fact that literally you are just copying it from one thing to another. But time is the thing that's going to be the consequence here.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's fine. Everything after this just takes more time.
There you are.
My life.
But I say Kazir, no rules necessary. You know of Aliko. You actually had to go to Aliko to get to the ship that led you into Atharia in the first place.
Oh.
Because remember, you went to Peglin via ship.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, you would have had to go through the Exeter Desert.
Yeah, makes sense.
Aliko is not a port city itself, but it is close to a port village, and basically, like you chartered your passage in Aliko.
Ah, yes, makes sense. Wow, getting way back there with this stuff.
Absolutely, it's been some time. Unfortunately, they couldn't get a teleportation circle any closer. The magic users in Uskar are nervous. This beast is far more intelligent than anything they've dealt with. And
It's right to be nervous.
Considering they've lost a couple of mages fighting this thing, they didn't want to risk the knowledge of the teleportation circle in the wrong hands.
Alright. Do, do you know how long it takes to get from this place to there?
Unfortunately, it will take some time. I'm certain if you show them the documents, you might be able to get some mounts to head to Barlashmere. But unfortunately, it is going to be if you are walking, it would be 2.5 weeks of travel. On steed, probably about 10 days.
Alright.
Which I will also type that into chat. The capital city.
Alright, Rory, you want 2.5 weeks of no time?
What I say that is that is the capital. It is where you guys are going to be where you guys will teleport in is the safest place in the country right now. It is the eastern side that is currently suffering. But if you but from Barlashmere, you might be able from Barlashmere you can speak with the main and be able to plan your attack.
Alright. That was good to me.
I do have some other information just so that you know.
Go ahead.
Just three pieces of news that might be worrisome or it might be good news. First of all, we have heard word from your friend Dame. Apparently, he has made it to. Oh gosh, why am I blanking on the name of my own stuff?
It starts with an H.
He was able to make it to Hampstead, and he is currently making his way through the Whalestone Forest. We haven't heard back, but heard too much from him just yet. But we have confirmation that he has made it to the forest, and I made it to the city and the forest safely.
What were we sending him after again?
You were sending him apparently. We had gotten word that we saw some broken members of the Broken Skull in the Whalestone. Ones that were muttering, apparently cultists of sorts, muttering words of a purple-skinned tiefling.
I got news on him as well once we finish.
Absolutely, I will gladly take your news, but allow me to at least elaborate on everything that we have so far.
Of course.
But so aside from the fact that we have this information that Dame has made it to the Whalestone, we have also received two other pieces of information. First of all, we have gotten some refugees from Tuscadol requesting our assistance.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it's looking that the blighted forest is trying to spread.
Going there right after Uskar.
That's good to hear. Apparently, from what I've been told, there have been creatures coming from the forest that have been causing issues for the tribes there. They apparently are horrendous beasts. They have had to fight a few, and while they've been able to defeat some, others have been too vicious for them to be able to handle on their own. They are breaking tribe tradition and reaching out to us. And we are lending aid where we can.
Good.
But obviously with our current situation, there's only so much we can do. You can understand. I apologize, Garnan. So I wish there was more we could do. And he just watches Garnan just kind of like nods and just goes, "Any help is useful." The third thing. Where is your friend Henrik?
He's separated from us. He's in his lab right now.
If you don't mind, I need his opinion on something.
Uh, come on. He gets up. Y'all stay here, okay?
Hmm.
Uh, he's going to take her to the bottom floor.
Absolutely. So as you guys go there, I assume you have this laboratory set up, Henrik.
Yep.
The arcane heart.
As you come up to the arcane heart room, but as you watch as Queen Athar just kind of goes, "Wow, I see you guys have been busy."
Yeah, this was the place that was at the bottom of Tamworth.
Interesting. That's
Uh,
fascinating.
Henrik, the queen needed to ask you a question.
Oh, shoot.
I apologize. I didn't mean to disturb you since you seem to be busy, but I need somebody with knowledge of the Artificers Guild to be able to answer some questions.
I'm
Right.
picturing that he's not even looking up from whatever he's doing.
Not really, no.
First of all, are you familiar with a short man? Apparently, he was a former member of the Artificers Guild. Practices with aberration-based technology.
Is Henry familiar with him?
Yes, you would be. It has been some time, but you would know. You remember a particular individual that you guys robbed his laboratory when you were working with the Empire.
Oh no.
I can't remember his name, though.
Has been some time. Hold on, I gotta look at my own. Oh no, that's in my old notes. Oh shit.
Gone.
Her notes are gone.
Yeah, that was on my old phone. That's okay. That's okay. Well, for now it's fine. But I say I'll just have to go back to that stream, and I'll have to look it up.
Jeffrey for now is the placeholder.
He has been a particular. He has been a particular thorn in Atharia's side for some time. My late husband, I did not care for him. Was very furious when he was under the Empire's protection. Apparently he's gone full Broken Skull.
Okay, so that's another one we gotta kill.
Yes, that is one that. And she looks at you, Blue. He is one that will need to be eliminated completely. Unfortunately, some soldiers have come back with horror stories of him using aberrant technology.
Wow.
He has been also dabbling with technology older than what we're accustomed to, similar to like gesturing to the arcane heart.
Oh, so we're stealing his stuff and killing him. Got it.
Any details on what Abyssal Lord he's related to?
Abyssal lords, unfortunately, not really knowledgeable. Unfortunately, he doesn't like as far as our spies have gone, and our mutual friend who's still in the city. He doesn't seem to be tied with any of the Abyssal lords.
None at all.
He seems to just be a human playing with technology.
I'm gonna give him some credit.
Apparently, from what the Zeta Rook has informed us of, he has been dabbling with the Magi technology that was in the Artificers Guild.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll kill him.
What I wanted to ask you about Henrik,
I forgot.
What do you know about magic siphoning?
Should I roll Arcana?
This would be an Arcana check.
Okay. Yeah, mine is like
Other
it's
dimension.
probably very different kind.
Maybe.
Well, can't argue with a 37.
37. But I say, Henrik, you know of like what it means to have magic, like siphoning magic. This is something that magic users have been using since the dawn of the creation of magic. Hell, there's even wizards out there who are born with the ability to siphon magic, like not counter magic, not disable magic, but like siphon it for themselves.
Didn't we
There-
meet one of those guys?
Yes, you did. But I say you met the mayor of the original mayor of Stratford. But I say he is a. But I say he is a siphon wizard.
Yeah.
I say you would know that like there is technology, like magical technology that is designed to inhibit magic, but you've never really heard of technology that can siphon magic. Typically, there's a lot of finesse and nuances to doing such a thing, because if you do it too broad, like it can be very dangerous. To put a comparison, it would be as if you were trying to put a watermelon inside of oh god, what is the term for it? But I say Tiny, you probably know this. You know how there are there's a dehydrator for fruits. It's like so you can turn like grapes into raisins and even other fruits into
Yes.
shriveled things. But I say picture if you tried to stick a giant watermelon inside of that thing. It's not exactly something that's going to be clean and good and easy. It's like you typically want to like cut it out in half or cut it into pieces and then do it.
Could have just said a watermelon in a box, dude.
I mean, it could have. But I feel like this is a better way to analogy because it's shrinking. Anyway, not the point. You know what? Here's a better example. It's basically you would know that without proper precision, it'd be like trying to Gallagher a watermelon without it spreading everywhere. How's that for an analogy?
Yeah, good way to put it.
Point being, a lot of finesse, a lot of like strategy going into it. It's not something that people should just do, because a lot of bad things happen. It can even kill people because a lot of individuals that are not human have magic in their blood. Without proper timing and like without proper like fine tuning, something that can siphon magic could kill someone.
I kind of guess that he doesn't really care about killing people.
I know a good bit. Why?
Well, we have got some intel from New Starlam, and it is a bit of a situation. What would be your assessment of what would be the proper term for this? If someone had a field of like magic absorption, let's say city size.
So not anti-magic, but absorbing magic.
Correct.
Okay.
We have apparently there is a artificer named Maurice in New Starlum. He said to get in contact with you.
Oh, buddy.
Apparently, he's the one who made this assessment. Apparently, some elves in New Starlum fell unconscious, and he was the only one who able to figure out what was going on. Apparently, using some kind of magic analyzer. I unfortunately am unaware of these terms. He was able to determine that there's some field of magic siphoning around the city.
So, does it seem to affect items by his assessment?
Yes, it seems to affect items, but Not magi items. Again, I assume that's magic items from that time period?
Age of the Magi items, yes.
Yes. Apparently, it doesn't seem to affect anything from that time, but it seems to affect everything else.
Even.
Even humanoids with magic blood.
Hmm.
Spellcasters have even gone on noted to notice if they get too close, they almost feel their power drain from it. Above game, their spell slots were absorbed.
That's bad.
Apparently,
Interesting.
apparently he's working on something, but he wanted your, what would be the term for it? Opinion on something.
Okay.
He made the comment that he's working on a ship that can get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he's making great progress. Unfortunately, it took him forever to get to the point. But he needs metals or some of the relics of that time to try to create a protective garb for going over on the ship. Apparently, he apparently theorizes that you would know how to do something with that.
Possibly. Well, with something on.
But I say our messengers gave us this, and she hands you schematics.
He starts reading them over.
But I say with your Arcanist glasses, you read them very quickly. Essentially, Maurice has a theory that basically that this magic siphoning is to further inhibit people from getting up into the city, and maybe even generating power for something. Maybe to give the arcane conduit even like trying to overcharge it, which you would know. I think without going into too much detail, I think you would be smart enough to understand that that's really fucking dangerous.
Right.
But you see that he has a theory of like how to create essentially like a garb, like a clothing that would protect singular individuals from this effect going towards the city. And it seems to be like it's leaning on like magic clothing and cloth, or arcane metals of that time period. Nice, babe. I see.
Okay.
Apparently,
Arcane metals from that time period?
Yes. I don't necessarily know what that means. Were there arcane metal from that time? Like, were there melee magic fighters then?
Or there are magi metals?
From your understanding, most of the combatants of the Age of the Magi were archmages, so like spellcasters. Most of them didn't wear armor.
Mm-hmm.
But with your intelligence, there were inventions of that time. But I say they had to use metals from that time period. And your eyes do peer over to the Warforged, the Warforged creations currently in hibernation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. We're surrounded by them.
Yeah, you do have like, if I remember correctly, there's like 20 of them currently in.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's like 20 of them currently in, but they don't look like Knackle. They look more like. What would be the term?
If Knackle was designed to be a
they look like
for war.
Yeah, they look like they look like actual like battle like you know what they look
battle
like
droids.
they look like the fucking tall battle droids from Star Wars.
You said before they were the super battle bots from Star Wars.
Yeah, the super battle bots. Yeah.
And just kind of like holds his head in his hands, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm so stupid."
Unfortunately, we aren't getting too much information about the whole situation, but This is all Maurice could come up with in the time that he's had. Apparently, he's very busy and has a lot to do, and he cannot be relied on for everything.
Of course.
Yeah.
Henrik, like mid conversation, he like stands up and he's going to see about getting one of the Warforged out of the hibernation pods. Not
Absolutely.
waking it up or anything, just pulling it out.
Absolutely. I'm gonna.
Ask a system.
This is going to be.
Is that a stupid idea?
No, that's not. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second.
Interface doesn't have access to this system. I thought we went over that many times.
He might know something. Something about waking them up, or getting them out, not actually waking them.
That's when the Winter gets back.
It's just the DM help tips.
If you would like to turn off the help tips, you go into the options and turn off the tutorial.
I don't want to turn off the help tips. I need
would
to know that B is the
I
button
would
for
like-
jumping.
I'd like to turn off the narrator setting.
Turning up. Now what do we do?
Would they turn off
Wait a minute.
Jackal?
Now you just like Knackle, get out of here. So sorry, my friends. Walks away. But anyways,
They turn
so
off.
interface unfortunately has no ability to like turn them on or off or to like deconnect them from Arcane Heart. This is
We might
unfortunately.
have some answers.
I'll be right back.
But I say
One
you
moment.
could ask him questions.
I'm just trying to get them out
Absolutely.
of the pods.
So for this is going to be a Tinkerer's check. So D20 plus intelligence.
Bardic
plus,
inspiration.
D20 plus intelligence plus proficiency.
I'll take a 30.
All right. But I say it's not a matter of unable to do it. It just takes you a bit of time. But I say Henrik is very careful and very methodical about like how to do this without, triggering anything. And considering it's been separated from its power source, you're having to be extra cautious in case there's a defense protocol.
Right.
It takes
Or, it's like the other guys, which just fucking exploded.
I say you take time, and after probably about 45 minutes, you're able to get one of them their like latches and stuff to release. Their like the protective like little surface is removed, and you are now like hand to metal to these Warforged.
So, I just sent 2 pictures in the chat. Is it more like the top one or the bottom one?
More like the top one.
They're not wide.
They're not wide. They're built very slim, but they're like bulky in like the shoulders and the chest.
Gotcha.
But Henrik,
I was,
you are hand to metal to them. To one of them.
Okay. I was kind of thinking more like this, but you do you.
I mean, but I say that's not too far off. It's just the fact that you get the sense that when they were being like built up, and I mean like they're not active, so you don't know what their like resting form is.
Right.
Right now they seem to be in like combat mode.
Right. Okay. So, Henrik is going to just have interface assess the properties of the metal used.
Absolutely. It takes a minute for it to analyze. But I say it takes a minute for it to analyze, but as it does, you watch as it goes. It lists off some things that don't make sense. Like, what would be the term for it? It would be like it would be like somebody telling you about, like, reading Dr. Seuss things to you, and you're like the zip zap and the blip blorps.
Uh-huh.
But then it starts to list off, like, the various, like, copper and silver that goes into the wiring. It talks about the fact that they're, like, the braces around their chests and everything are made of adamantine.
Oh,
You watch as the faceplate is the faceplate and like the ligaments have mithril in them.
Uh-huh.
But that's basically the main things that go into it, other than like actual pure steel and again these weird components you've never heard of before.
what is?
Interface, tell me the magical properties of those metals I have not seen.
The magical properties of these particular components seem to give off an agency of anti-magic.
Ah. Hmm.
These beings were not designed specifically to run on pure magic. It seems to be these metals are used in case of an anti-magic field, thus they can operate on their own.
Hmm.
Above game, think of it like this. Think of it like a backup system in case like the main system were to be disrupted.
Okay. Um, how much of that anti-magic metal is in each of these?
It doesn't seem like there's a lot because they like design wise, and I would say with, you know what, Henrik, roll an intelligence check, just a straight intelligence check.
Okay, 25.
25. But I say you get the sense that these robots, because unlike Knackle, you don't get the sense that these guys have souls. But I mean, they're not turned on, so you don't know. More than likely, if they were built for efficiency, and based on what you can tell from like tinkering with the chess piece of this particular warforged, they were designed to have just enough to protect their main function, their vital functions. So like where their brain is, where the various joints and ligaments are, it's not a lot, but it's enough to power like one of these. Let's say comparison wise, if you were trying to like take this apart for the pieces, you'd maybe be able to get a suit of armor made from one of these, but you'd only get one suit of armor per one. That makes sense?
Okay. Um, and magic. Where is that typically sourced? Like just all throughout the body, like near the heart?
It seems to be near the heart, but you see that there's like backup functions for backup.
Oh no, I meant like in people, like
Oh.
people.
Oh, and people, typically most of their magical abilities come from like their core, like from the center of their chest. So like yeah, like where their heart is essentially.
Very interesting, interesting. And whenever you say I can make a suit of armor from it, exactly what type? Like a plate or half plate or?
It would be like the equivalent of plate. Because of like some of the weaker ligaments on these robots, you could probably make light armor out of this as well, but it would like you would probably need to like that would probably take extra time, whereas the plate parts could like easily be molded into plate armor. The lighter parts that like make up like where the joints are and where the diaphragm and where it meets the waist, it would take some time to like meld the particular metals together to make a light armor out of it.
Okay, okay. And I'd like to let it be known that Henrik is just like pondering over this metal for a substantial amount of time, thinking about all this stuff.
Does he always go this quiet?
Yeah, he needs quiet to think well.
I mean,
Okay, I got it.
all right. I unfortunately didn't know too much of what he was referring to, but I'm happy that you understand it.
The thing on his head is able to do telepathy type stuff.
Ah, I see. So kind of like a wizard's familiar.
Pretty much.
Better.
Except it's able to talk more and store information.
Fair enough. In that case, I will leave that in your capable hands then.
Indeed. Yeah, you will.
Let's head on back.
Absolutely.
He's letting her go first, giving Henrik a kiss before he leaves.
Okay. Well, I got a cool side project.
Another one.
Another one.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I say, as you regroup, everybody kind of gives the look of like, so how'd it go?
Good enough. He figured out and was able to solve the question.
Well, that's good to hear. Unfortunately, Blue, I'm not exactly well versed in this particular field of magic. Mine, comes along with the ding 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 ding. Like you watch as he just starts playing his lyre.
Ding 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 ding
Ding ding
ding.
ding. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, eh. It's interesting, but I'm leaving it to Henrik mostly.
Well, either way, these seems to be the three. Those seem to be the three big sources of information. We've had to pull back all of our casters from where Starloom is just to be on the safe side. Just because we've had some of our citizens just fall unconscious there.
Ready for the thing that I said I had after you mentioned the
Yes.
tiefling?
Yeah. So what information do you have for us, Blue?
Blue's just gonna kind of sit down. Want to take a seat? Do they said?
That is I have heard what you said, but as unfortunately I was also responding to Herma, who was messaging me at the same time.
There.
But as you go run that by me one more time, Tiny.
You might want to sit down with this.
She will sit down with and you watch as she sits down, Jack sits down, and so does Kepler.
Blue's voice goes into a bit more of a solemn tone. During the fight with Unset, the avatar of Jublex, I died. Like, fully died. In death, I was visited by the person well, the Archangel of the Raven Queen, and he gave me a vision. One of that purple tiefling and his lord. They're bringing an army. I don't know how much, just an army.
Do you think they would be so brazen to do a full attack?
The tiefling is getting antsy, and they're bringing people from the new colleges. And from what I saw, they're planning on bringing the headmaster, well, once was headmaster of the College of Valor.
You see Kevlar speak up and go, "You're referring to Solomon."
Yeah.
That could be potentially bad, McQueen. He was quite the powerful caster, and he innovated a lot of bardic spells. And I was worried when they had said that, when you told us that he would have been captured. After what happened with Patstow and people being turned into demons, he could be a massive threat. Let alone you informed us of this College of Blood and College of Sirens.
Yeah.
this could be very bad. We may need to double down our efforts, maybe even send some assistance to Dame, just to make sure that he doesn't get in over his head. We don't know what to expect with these individuals. I see you watch his knee jack kind of nods. I concur. I can speak with Baron. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking my own names. Who was the Baron in the northwest? Hold on, let me pull up my notes. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Baron Sean. No, that's southeast.
That's southeast.
Baron.
I don't believe you met him.
I have not.
Hold on one
Not in
second.
my notes, at least. I might have met him, but didn't get named.
Hold on a second.
Either
I'm just
way.
going through my notes. Oh god. Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. Oh man. I hate damn you, past winter. I will speak with I can get in contact with Baron Quethgron. He will be able to
Just throw up a bit.
a little bit because it's a dragonborn name. Dragonborn names are always just
Razorblue is his name.
yeah. Do you say that out loud?
I'm not there, Winter.
That's not what I asked.
Oh,
Me, Herma, I say that out loud.
Okay, daily noted. That being said, you watch as he adjusts. I don't believe you all met Quethgron. He is a dragonborn who was born in this country. He has a bit of a temper, but he's always been very fair with his people. He is a gold dragonborn. But I say, if you want his full name, I could type it in the chat. But it is.
I want his full name.
I'm good.
I want his full name.
I demand his full name.
Okay, I will get his full name.
The stream needs to see it.
Yeah.
The stream needs to see it.
Type it in stream chat.
Like, Winter, imagine you lose his name one day and you realize, okay, I had to remember that name. Oh, I put it in stream that one time. See, we're so helpful.
We're so helpful.
You're so welcome.
That is his name.
On King Krach, Kethgron. On Kikra, Kethgron.
Oh,
Yeah, dragonborn names.
just a vomit of letters.
Yes, pretty much.
On Kikra, Kethgron.
Also, Herman, to answer your question, on the bright side, 2 of your party members don't use magic.
Two of the 10. Yeah, 2 of the 10.
Well,
2 of the 10.
technically, Karik would need it because he is an elf. So unfortunately, it would affect him. But with your
You got
intelligence,
filming.
but as a Philman is non-magic, he doesn't need it. And also, technically, Knackle doesn't need it.
And that was fine.
He is.
If Knack, I was just iffy if Knack would need it or not, because sure, he's an or Warforged. He's not an artificer. Only I'm an artificer.
Yeah, only you're
Or
an
else
artificer.
we are.
He is a warforged, but he's also built around that same time.
Okay, so yes. Okay. No one be upset if Knuckle dies in combat one day and I ship him for parts, alright?
But yes, also to give a to give a pronunciation to that. Oh dear lord, the D&D chat got flooded with memes. Baron Okengra Quethgron.
Baron on Kikra?
Yeah.
Cathgron?
Yes.
Baron on.
I don't know, I like saying like white chick. So in a foreign country.
To be fair, he
Wait, Vanilla?
to be fair, they call him Baron Quethgron for a reason.
I mean, my mother was unironically calling chorizo today.
Chorizo.
Which hurt my soul. He's like, Chandler, can you cook the chorizo? Can you cook the chorizo for me? I'm like, oh,
The chill is.
I don't wanna.
But
I don't want to say it like that.
But I can speak with him and see if we can at least help out where we can.
Any little bit helps.
He has been dealing with quite a bit since Darlem was elevated. He's been trying to keep the peace and aiding refugees, working with the Goliaths of the Popero Mountain in order to see if there would be a good evacuation place for them to go. It has been quite the political battle.
And everyone to Padstow. Just flood it.
At least with Padstow, they had the Arc Cardinal. In this, no offense, Belwraith.
None taken.
But
Taken.
The Northwest had Starlem as their major city to be able to assist in times of need, and unfortunately, with Starlem gone, he's been having to look for alternative options. That being said, you watch it as like Queen Atharia speaks up. That being said, you all are heading to. Wait a minute, you died?
Yeah, we kind of just glossed over that fact.
It happens.
I don't gloss over that, Blue. You died.
Yeah. Half of our party did.
Yet you still walk amongst us.
You put an extra diamond hidden away.
I'm gonna let this go, Blue, but I do worry about you.
I worry about me too. I need a vacation.
Hopefully we live long enough to see that.
Yeah? Probably not the beach, though. I had to fight a kraken, and
I can imagine you would be turned off from the beach because of that.
yeah.
I can't help but look at this image in our chat that just goes, those are brave words for someone within stabbing reach.
It was just completely glossed over that, hey, so I died. Anyway, this happened.
Yeah, but it's just like your sister absolutely was like, excuse me?
Like, wait a minute.
Kevlar just looks at you and goes like, Blue, you shouldn't do that. I get it. You need to be more careful next time. Take the risk. And, and at all costs, protect yourself. Protect others.
Take the beer.
Hold my beer. I say, this is quite the spectacle that we're in, but it makes sense that they would be maybe amping up some of their decisions, considering the fact that you guys in particular have taken out 2 of their number.
Oh.
Technically 3.
What's your technically?
Well, you said that that it's okay to say her name, correct?
Yeah.
But Zuggit Moy's our abyssal avatar has been effectively eliminated.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, you have defeated 3 of their number.
Hopefully we can count Fleds out. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So, which means we got the intelligent ones to deal with. Yay!
Hooray! Guys, whoop whoop!
Who doesn't love, someone who can turn into anyone he wants to and, really good at messing with people's brains? Someone, well, I wouldn't really count the big purple furbolg as smart, but eh.
But you get this, but based on what you've known, at least hardened warrior. Which can be just as dangerous as the most intelligent man.
Yeah. Everyone has a plan until they're punched in the face.
Everyone's got plans until until a hammer strike breaks your armor. Anyways, it would make sense that they would be planning to strike out at us, but it'd be pretty brazen for them to just attack, like the capital or anything like that. We have quite a bit of protection here, and we've been
Quite a bit of power.
This is true, and we've been making sure that all of our other major cities have been like doubling down on their protections, even reaching out to our various alliances to make sure there are backup plans in case we need to escape.
Alright. How did the conversation with the fragments of those beasts go?
But as Kevlar speaks up, it's definitely been a interesting situation. I assume you're by the way. I assume you refer to the fragments you guys got from Oshana.
Yes.
Okay. It has been an interesting situation. I have reached out to I've reached out to the Emperor of Flames, and he has been able to tell me a little bit more about it. He has definitely wholeheartedly agreed to assist us, especially after giving this as leverage. We can count the capital of the realm of flames as a safe haven for us to go, just in case something happens. Unfortunately, I wish it would have been on better news.
Weird sentence.
I know, my brain. Unfortunately, though, I wish it could have been on better news. With that fragment, he is able to inform us that Magmon is on the move. We don't know what that means. It could be something a bit more... what would be the term for it?
Minister?
Yeah. It could be more of a problem down the road. It could be something that they could deal with in the short run. But it more than likely will be a problem they might foresee in the future. At least for the time being, they can track the beast. But we don't know the level of capabilities that it has. We are working with associates from other realms to be able to garner their assistance. We have made contact with the Sultan of the air domain, and we are at least one of our colleagues. Apparently, he's a member of the College of Valor. Has been able to speak with him. He's an air ganassi, of course, but it is obviously conversations like that take time, and time is what we have very little of it, at least at the moment. I can unfortunately have no answers as far as the Undersea King and the head my brain, but as the vanguard of the Earth domain. but that will be conversations for a later time. Above game. Politics, bureaucracy.
The thing I've been wanting for, 3 sessions.
I know.
Yep.
But yes, you watch.
In bureaucrats.
But Kevlar is basically giving the. Kevlar is basically giving the spout of like, they've been able to, obviously the Emperor of the Realm of Flames has wholeheartedly accepted to like take any refugees or help with an evacuation if necessary, and even lend in some of their army in case like the battle comes to you guys.
Cool.
The Sultan of the Air, unfortunately, is being a bit what would be the term for it? Stubborn.
Bitchy.
Yeah. But I say he's, because of the fragment, he is giving speech time to the mortals, like those of the mortal plane. But of course, it's never as easy as it seems. And as far as the Undersea King and the Vanguard of the Earth domain, they have not been able to hear from them yet. Just to simplify that.
Alright.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Then we should probably start moving. Maybe.
I think that might be for the best. The sooner
Agreed.
the sooner you can get there and come to understand the situation in Uskar, the better. Speaking of, do any of you have a map of Uskar?
Would Kazir?
Kazir,
I mean, I know technically I don't have one, but it would make sense that he does.
Kazir would know his way around Uskar. You would know where to go to get places, but I don't think he would have a physical map.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point.
But it's like if you went somewhere, you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I know where that is. That's like in the south, or like that's the north or the west or east." It's like you would be like, "Yeah, I know of it. I've been around a little bit."
I can lead my tongue tied. I believe I could lead them through Uskar, as Blue has led us through my brain.
So that's a
Sorry.
no.
What?
I have a map of Atharia.
Well, I still know my way around Uskar.
Listen, I know where I'm going, but I say, Kazir, that's the direction of the Exeter Desert. I knew that!
We'll get a map.
Fair enough.
We do.
Better safe than sorry.
We don't have a clean map of Uskar, but we do have a rough-drawn map of Uskar.
Winter's map.
Shut up! You don't know. I was working on a digital map, but unfortunately, it's taking a bit longer than I expected.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to send you a picture of the
Fine.
rough
We'll
drawn
just
map.
buy a map. Or steal it. Who knows?
Maybe I'll
Not
just
stealing if the owner's dead.
Oh.
I imagine this conversation is in character, and Kazir kind of goes, "We're going to buy one. You can't afford it."
There we go. This is my rough drawn map of Uskar. To the north past where the top is the Exeter Desert. Uskar is a very mixed and mingled place. Oh, I completely missed where I had the writing for Exeter Desert, but that's fine. That's fine. It's whatever. You guys got the general consensus of what Uskar looks like.
Thank you.
Also, this map would only have any of the like major towns or cities. Technically, there are villages in between, but
Oh yeah, makes sense.
which Kazir after seeing that map, you can't help but look at one particular town near the capital. You can't help but look at where Ireland is,
Oh?
where Garnan's vision, where he saw
Oh, yeah.
where he saw the beast of Uskar tearing it apart and leaving torched ground.
I hope they're okay. He says, kind of thinking out loud as he looks at that place. Or we'll be okay.
Well, you need.
It's been
you-
2 days. So,
Yeah, it has indeed. But as you watch as they look at you, and the queen speaks up. Will you be needing any more resources before you make your way to Uskar?
Maybe water? No, I have an endostic cancer. I don't think we really need anything other than maybe if you have any diamonds.
Let us say she looks into her. She looks into a little pouch she has at her side. I do have a diamond, and you watch as she pulls out a small one. It's only one used for revivify, but if you do need it, she will hand it
Might
to
be
you.
helpful.
She will hand it to you if you are willing to take it.
You'll take it.
Alrighty. So as she hands you the diamond, you watch as Kevlar goes, "It's okay, my queen. I will make sure that we get a replacement as soon as possible." I believe that my friend here is absolutely going to have heard some horror stories of what's been going on in Uskar. So,
yeah, it's not pretty.
Kevlar kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder, Stray. Yes, you, Stray. Not Kazir. Stray. Good luck, buddy.
Oh, no! Again!
Get in there. Stray, I choose you. He gives you a pat on the shoulder, Kazir. I feel for you. I wish there was more we could do, but obviously Atharia is in quite the pickle.
Understandable.
And he looks over at you.
Oh, you keep...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I appreciate all the help you've given. That's all he was gonna say.
Absolutely, and he gives you the manly like nod. And he looks over at you, Blue. Make sure you take extra caution, Blue. This between great soldiers and magic users have struggled to fight this creature, so take caution. There might be even more to this creature than meets the eye. No pun intended.
Probably.
Yeah.
And so, unless anybody else has anything they want to do in Westray, you guys take the teleportation circle to Aliko.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you head back to the College of Lore, and you use the magic incantation. I guess I'll ask this question of Henrik. Would you be staying inside of the portable dungeon, or?
Yeah.
By the way, I do need to.
Yeah, you got a lot of work to do.
By the way, I will.
So much.
Yeah, no, a lot of work, unfortunately. Just to give a heads up, for what you're working on, depending on how high your rolls are, because there are armor that you can there are armor pieces you can compare it to, and since you're focusing on a specific narrow area, you could probably get one made per day, but only if you roll high enough. Does that make sense?
If I roll uber high, can I do 2 per day?
You'd have to roll really high to get 2 done per day.
I mean, Tiny, can I get a bardic? I doubt if that's possible, but
The problem is with bardic inspiration, it technically only lasts for 10 minutes. You'd only be able to use it on one piece of armor. So I mean, I guess for the initial roll, I would allow it.
Alright. know what?
Now I could use one of multiple. I'm a floor bard. I get mine back on a short rest.
This is
So yes to inspiration.
Yes.
Thanks. All right, flash of genius for
Best
a
DM ever.
right.
44.
44. Better say you are successful in being able to work on around two in one day.
What?
Better say it is a little triggering because of the fact you can't help but look at some of these and just kind of go like, don't activate. Because I imagine Henrik.
How many would I need to dismantle for the?
Better say because of
At least-
because of their size. You'd probably be able to get away with just breaking up 6 of these constructs.
Oh.
But that's the catch, though. It's just like technically, if you guys wanted to, you could try going spelunking in places to try to find robes from the age like magic, like clothing from the age of the Magi.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily know where to look. That's the
You
issue.
don't have time.
I don't need one, do I?
Well, I mean,
Technically, you don't.
yeah.
Okay, then only 7.
Yeah.
Your armor is specifically designed for the best material of the time period.
Okay,
You don't,
so
Roman don't, Knuckle doesn't. So.
yeah, so would it still take 6?
It would take. I'll be nice. It could bring it down to 5. Because unfortunately, Philman's going to need a little extra from 1, but fortunately, Bimp needs very minimal.
Why does Philman need any?
That's not Philman. Garnan.
Yeah.
Because his paladin magic and his witch magic, and also the fact that he's a Furbolg.
Yeah,
hate
he
Guardian.
is just like so much magic.
He has so much magic.
Yeah.
But Bimp,
Garnan needs to jump off a cliff and not use his wings. That's all I'm saying.
He survived.
he needs to jump off that cliff and then give me his wings.
Add them to the collection.
Oh, it's okay. 2 in 1 day, guys. Let's focus on that part.
Hello. I was born from the darkness.
Oh, bias.
Very good.
Very good. I'm sorry.
Alright.
So, that being said, you are successful in making 2 of them, though.
Thank God.
Going forward, though, better say Blue. Would you want Bimp to cast the teleportation circle?
Ah. Duh.
All right.
Yes.
As the
One of the languages that says yes.
all right. As you focus and the spell goes off, you guys teleport to. But it's a very interesting. It's a very interesting place. You would have expected to be teleported to the inside of an arcanium or something like that. You are teleported to what would be the term for this? Like a botanical area, like a very open greenhouse kind of area. It is very you guys are used to kind of the what would be the proper term for this? You guys are used to a very fair weather. It gets a little chilly sometimes, but it's very very comfortable, not too hot, not too cold. You are now in a very humid area. It is very warm. If I had to make a comparison, I mean better say Kerma, you're from Texas, and Tiny, you're from Georgia, so you understand what it means when the weather is humid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean it's okay. It's not unbearable, but it's it's very much oh, this is different. Oh.
Yeah. Something Northerners wouldn't understand.
No.
Yeah. People up north never have any humidity ever, especially Canadians. Never any humidity.
We actually deal
This
with,
is true.
we deal with humidity in the weirdest times, and it sucks.
Yeah, we get
I can
humidity
only
in the
imagine a
winter.
cold humidity.
Ugh. Like cold humidity,
Oh,
cold humidity really isn't the problem. It's when summer comes around and we get like rolling storms and stuff like that. Humidity sucks when that happens.
It has been thunderstorms for the past 4 days, and it's flooded every day.
Oh god.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I imagine.
Pretty dry around here.
But that being
Just humid.
but that being said, it's a humidity. It's a dry heat. Go fuck yourself.
It's not the heat gig that gets you. It's the humidity.
That being said, though, but as a Kazir, this is so comfortable. This feels so good on your fur. It's been far too long since you've been home.
God, it's good to be home.
As you exit out into like this like greenhouse area, like you guys were in like a almost like a gazebo like a gazebo like a half building essentially, like a very open, only a roof and only like a place on the ground where there is like up like it is solid enough for a teleportation circle to exist. And like as you kind of step off of it, you see a combination of like grass and sand. It is very weird. But very quickly you hear, oh, what does that sound? It has been some time since anybody has used that teleportation. Oh my gosh! As you see a tabaxi, oh gosh, what kind of tabaxi are you again? There we go. You see a yellow and a black spotted yellow leopard tabaxi. Oh gosh, I don't believe I know you. Who are you?
Blue is going to bow. Greetings. We are the Sildars.
So this. Right. I was given a message that foreigners from Atharia were coming to our country. Apologies. You wouldn't happen to have the paperwork, would you?
Blue does pull out the paperwork.
He looks at it and it takes him a minute, but you watch it. He goes, yes. Okay, good. And he hands it back to you. Where are my manners? I am. Oh gosh, what was your name again? Goddamn.
No worries.
Oh no, I didn't think I'd get this far. Ah. I am magic orb. Pleasure.
It is good to meet you.
It has been some time since we've had some Atharians here. He looks over at you,
It
Belwraith.
has been.
You are Atharian, correct?
I am.
I do not wish to be offensive.
None taken.
Leon?
Hmm?
I almost said Belrace. Garnet. Pointing to the big blue guy.
Alosa.
And Alosa.
Oh,
And Karik. And Knackle.
yeah.
Fair points.
I say Bimp is Atharian, and Henrik is Atharian. Blue is Atharian.
The only people who aren't Atharian aren't most of the party.
And yes, I am counting that in game. Because
So that's in
yes,
character.
that seems like what. Yep. That definitely is something I can see because you're doing.
I say he looks at you all and goes, many foreigners from different lands. Welcome to the sands of Uskar. It is my pleasure to welcome you. Will you?
It's amazing to be back.
Oh, yes, for fellow brother of the sands. Do you need any,
Shred your voice box.
do you need any accommodations?
What time of day is it actually?
You guys, but I say currently it would be late. It would be late morning, early afternoon.
Would we want? Would we need?
We no, we need horses
Yes.
or a wagon.
Well, technically
Carriage,
both. If we
whichever.
need a.
I assume that you will be heading towards Barlashmere.
Yeah, we're running short on time.
Makes sense. Makes sense. In that case, I can assist you with that. You are not going to want. And unfortunately, horses will not help you here, but we do have something to accommodate for you.
My turn.
You doing good?
My
over there?
turn to cough. I mean, no, I'm not. I'm
Oh,
dying.
good.
It's lung cancer. Actually.
Oh, no.
Ouch.
AIDS terminal.
Come with me. Come with me. And he will lead you guys out of this like open greenhouse area, and he will lead you into. To make a comparison, it's like a bazaar. Like, it's very much like the market square in, like, Aladdin. A lot of people have, like, pop-up, like, stands, and they're selling, like, fruits, and selling, like, various cuts of meats, weird trinkets, and jewels. Blue, your, like, magic eyes are going, like, bananas, because, like, there seems to be, like, weird magic trinkets everywhere you go. Like, everybody seems to have like light magic trinkets that they're like. There would be a woman who has like a set of earrings that have like a very light illusion coming off of them, so they like seem extra sparkly. You see like trinkets of people like soldiers are wearing trinkets on their like these charms on the end of their weapons, and like some of them have like little bits of evocation or little bits of abjuration on their shields. It's very.
Fuck you.
It's
Want to buy it all.
I know you do. There's just like is a lot of it's very different than what you guys are used to.
I'll catch up to you, okay? I'm gonna look around for anything that might help us.
Alrighty.
If you sure you don't want me to stick with you?
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, it's best you have a guy.
Alrighty. So you two stick
Okay.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Who's buying any? Who's looking for anything that isn't attunable?
but I say you literally are just coming back with like 8 shopping bags. Like what?
I mean, probably.
Listen, when in Uskar.
Not one bag of holding is enough for all your gear this time.
But I assume, or like, do you go up to, like, are you trying to go up to, like, the most magical, like, magical stall you see, or are you just looking for, like,
We'll start off with the most magical.
as you go,
His eyes going nuts.
you see, as you walk up, you come up to, what who appears to be like a Siberian tiger, tabaxi. Come get your wares. Come get your wares. Magic charms from afar. You, sir! You seem to be a foreigner in this land. How can I help you?
He's looking at the items. These are how strong are these, or are they like simple illusions and stuff?
Some of them seem to be simple illusions. You for the most part, you're seeing a lot of like parlor trick items, like ones you would see like oh, you probably get this for a couple like maybe like 30 gold in Atharia, or maybe 100 gold if it's a decent enchantment. But you do notice a couple that are pretty potent magic.
He's going to kind of point out a couple of these. I see that some of your wares are have a bit of potency to them.
Oh, you are someone with an eye for detail. Oh, in that
You
case,
need
you.
to have good eye in business.
Oh, I see, I see. Then you are someone who, a fine connoisseur of various magical items. Well, in that case, I do happen to have, three. I happen to have three particular magical items that are worth, taking a look at. And, he will pull out three little boxes, and you watch as he opens one up, and it seems to be a hummingbird charm. This, my friend, is a hummingbird of scrying.
Uh-huh.
If you are an active game hunter, or maybe somebody who likes to keep an eye on the sky, this would give you the ability to see through the hummingbird's eyes. Above game, the hummingbird of scrying does not work the same way as a scry spell. You can't use it to just I wish to see this person and see him. You can actually activate the charm, and the charm will come to life, and will act as if it's a normal hummingbird. And you can for 10 minutes you can see through the eyes of the hummingbird. The only thing is, the only thing with this charm is that it does not require attunement, but it is only a once per day item. What this charm does, this charm only has a hit point. So if it takes a hit, it will turn back into a charm. However, even if it's high in the sky, it is invincible while it falls to the ground. In other words, it won't shatter.
Cool.
It has a +10 to stealth. So it's really easy, so it's really hard to detect through non-magical means. But the downside is whoever is seeing through the eyes of the hummingbird, they must orient their body to the shape of a hummingbird. In other words, they must T-pose.
Wait, the hummingbird looks at them and they T-pose.
Yes. While you are looking through the eyes of the hummingbird, your human body T-poses.
That's perfect.
It is a rare magical item from the southern country of Idrish and Gala. Oh, would you be interested in such a thing?
Possibly. Can I look at the other two?
Absolutely. Allow me to show you my other wares. Here. And you watch as he opens up another one, and you see what almost looks like a armband that has a symbol of a bear on it. This, my friends, is a unique item. This particular item is known as the armband of the bear. It's actually an item from my home country. What this particular item does is this one does require attunement. But while you are attuned to this armband, it would make you more bulky, it will make you stronger. Above game, this armband, if you attune to it, will increase your strength score to 19. As long as you are attuned to it. Basically works the same as Gauntlets of Ochre Strength, but it is just an armband.
Of bear.
Of bear.
Yeah.
I don't want to get it just to give it to one of our soldiers.
Yeah, I mean, you could. And do you wanted to see third item?
Yeah.
This one is particularly rare. I had to trade many hands to get into my hands. And you watch as he opens it up, and you see what appears to be what would be the term for it? It's like a mask that only goes over the eyes. Like kind of like what you would wear at like a costume party.
Cool.
Ah, the Incredible Mask.
Yes, the Incredibles mask. This, my friends.
A masquerade mask.
Ah, masquerade mask. Thank you. This, my friends, is the mask of the charming. It is a rare magical item that actually increases your ability to speak, increases your ability to work with the people around you. It almost makes you more likable. This particular item was once owned by a criminal. But I have purchased it legally, and I am willing to sell it. But it will cost you. Above game, this particular mask, whoever attunes to it, will increase your charisma score by +4, maximum of 20.
Blue goes dead silent.
Blue's like, I'm already charming. Thank you. How dare you
Actually,
assume?
all of these are actually useless to me.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, you're level 17,
Well, the
man.
hummingbird is a pretty
Yeah.
good tool.
Eh.
But technically, I could do the same thing with my familiar, so that would be
yeah,
pretty.
I'm just probably getting them just to give to our army.
I mean, the problem is
There.
like you guys are also level 17, and you guys have already experienced like. And Blue, you literally self-funded multiple magic shops, so it's a situation of like, yeah, these things are unique. They're different than what you're used to. But the problem is that they're similar to things you've already have, or you can circumvent it with the amount of magic you guys have. Unfortunately, not every land is going to have like as high a magic items. And also, this is just a city in the country.
Oop.
Wait for it.
We
If
lost
I-
Battle Wraith.
Wait for it.
I could take that mask of charming, put it up as a reward in the College of Lore,
I mean, you could.
Good plan.
because whoever gets that instantly becomes a better bird.
I say it could also help people in your party who have lower charisma.
Yeah, but most of our attunement slots are full.
This is true.
Oh yeah, true.
Uh,
Like I
alright.
could use more charisma, but yeah, attunement slots full
yeah.
with other important stuff.
How much would all this cost?
For everything, you're looking at about 12,000 gold.
We shall know no
Look at
fear.
that.
Can I insight to see if that's a bullshit price?
Absolutely. Roll an insight check.
This price is fine.
Roll the natural one.
No, it was a 3.
Oh, but I say, no. This guy, he's being an upstanding gentleman. Like he is not overcharging. You get the sense that like, you get the sense like, I mean, I know what magic items are worth, and that's fair.
Wait, could I make a roll?
Absolutely. Roll an insight check.
Okay, I'll roll insight just to help. Insight.
Trust me.
Oh
fuck.
my god. Kazir,
Double that 20.
Kazir, you peer into this man's soul.
Holy shit!
You know it. You know his family history, his social security number. Natural 20. This is a bit high.
Dude,
He might be trying to overcharge a little bit, trying to take advantage of the fact that he's a foreigner. But you,
Yeah.
Kazir, you see through this. You've grew up near a bazaar. You know how this shit works. Like he's trying to he's yucking it up a little bit.
Blue is gonna haggle anyways.
Absolutely.
Is there a wait to say anything? See what Blues does.
I mean, you can.
12,000?
12,000 is the price.
Oh, was thinking of taking it all off your hands, plus a couple other trinkets, but that's a bit high. He's doing the haggling tactic of, hey, fuck that. If you
You
acting,
you watch as he just kind of takes his claws through his like like tiger like neck and like scratching around his face. You are a foreigner to this land, and I do not want to cross you. I tell you what, I will be nice. Massive discount. No one can say that I am not a good businessman. For you, 11,000. Whole 1,000 knocked off.
Because you know if that's how much better of a deal that is, or like, is it worth 10,000 and he's just upcharging it?
You get the sense that probably this would probably go for around 10,000. He's just like let's meet in the middle. You can read him for that.
That's still a bit high since I'm buying all three of them, getting them off your hands. Especially since this one came from a criminal.
My friend. Okay. I did not want to bring this up, but I must, because it hurts me so. My wife, she is sick. I need the money to be able to pay for her medicine.
Oh, your wife's sick?
Yes.
Alright, I'm a cleric. Show me.
He's gonna roll a deception check.
Well, I'm a cleric.
Oh.
What did you get? What's your total?
Let's see.
Blue is rolling shit.
Also,
It's fine.
hi everyone in chat. Sorry I'm not talking to you. I'm just being the DM.
Pitiful. You should not be the DM, Winter.
No.
That's 22.
22? But I say, he lifts an eyebrow, and he goes, "Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
If you are really a cleric, show me some healing magic."
Okay. Blue's going to just reach up and boop him with the cure wounds.
And I say, as you do so, you watch as like one of his scars like kind of heals up ever so slightly, and he goes, and he's gonna roll a check for him real fast.
I believe you.
He looks at
Maybe.
you. He's like, "Okay, I will believe you."
I'm not convinced yet.
He
Blue
looks at.
just kind of shows his Raven Queen pendant.
Oh, you are a follower of one of the bones. Oh, I am so sorry. I have sinned on this day. Oh my goodness. I am so foolish. Oh, my friend.
Anyways.
10,500.
I like this guy. Let's kill him.
You don't even know he's there.
You're in a magic dungeon currently working on things. You shush.
I like him. Let's kill him.
I like him. Are any of his other trinkets that weren't in boxes any type of magical?
I mean, they're magical, but they're like, oh my gosh, my voice cracked. But I say they're magical, but they're like minor magics. They're like, but I say they're like earrings of shine, where like they have a little bit of illusion to make them more sparkly. But I say they have like a pendant of a pendant of essence, where like it smells better, like it's like a constant prestidigitation, like it's very like, it's basically very capabellowing levels of like magic. If
I
that,
imagine
Blue would
someone
love-
might want
Blue
that.
would love a cape of billowing right now.
he would.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Probably a place to find
Wait,
it, actually.
didn't Blue have one already, or am
No.
I thinking of something else?
Not yet. He has the,
Oh,
he has
the hat.
robe of useful items.
I was thinking of there's a hat that Blue has of some kind.
Hat of... He has the hat of, in disguise self.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Blue's actually going to take that pendant that has constant prestidigitation.
Okay.
Throw this in, and we got a deal.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, damn.
What'd you get?
No.
A lot.
Well, how much is a lot?
Uh,
I know you. I know you-
35?
Oh Jesus. Yeah, this is the thing about being level 17 is like some of you guys are absolutely ridiculous. You watch as he hams up. He's like, "Oh, sir, you wound me so. We have a deal." And he will take the money and he will. Would you like it gift wrapped?
How much? Oh, 2,000.
Sure, go ahead.
Absolutely. And for a holy man, I will do it on the house.
Thank you.
And you watch as he it's actually very beautiful wrapping, like very beautiful like wrapping paper, like it's very like silky. And he like wraps up all 4 of these items and hands them to you and goes, "Thank you so much for coming to my shop. But I say, please tell your friends of Bosco's magic trinkets."
You got it.
So, is your wife actually sick, or was that just bad?
Oh, hey.
Well, she
You
has
accuse me of lying. How dare you?
she has a type of sickness in the means of like she could be more beautiful.
She is going to PMS right now.
But between you and me, do not tell my wife. I might get skinned tomorrow, and I don't want to lose one of my 9 lives.
I've already lost 7 of
promise-
them.
I promise on my right pinky I will not tell her.
Ah, you get it. Thank you, my friend.
You have a good day.
You as well. Enjoy your time in Alico.
No, I've given you the secret. Give me 500 gold.
All right.
Alright, Blue takes that stuff.
Alrighty.
Nice.
So you can add to your inventory that you have a hummingbird of scrying. Better say an armband of the bear. And the mask of charming.
And the prestidigitation.
Yes, and the necklace of prestidigitation. All it does is exert a smell, though.
Which could be helpful if we're fighting something that, stinks.
I say this is true. This is very
Yeah,
true.
I would just call it the necklace of perfume.
I mean, yeah, kind of. But point being, as you guys, do you guys continue heading on to where the mounts are?
Unless Blue sees another stand with good magic.
You don't really see more like magic item stands. You see a lot more like perfumes from this land or like aromatics. But I say because you are from Uskar, you'd be very aware that like this land is a land of commerce. Like there's lots of various different trades, and they often will sell anything and everything. But there's a lot
Including people.
but actually no, there is
Yeah,
there is no slavery in Uskar. Uskar was founded under that principle after they overthrew the Yanti who once ruled this land.
Good.
Cool.
Blue had to kill a Yanti.
It's true, you did in the
Yep.
Exeter Desert.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Not
so
fun.
long ago. God.
Huh?
That was a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was back when you guys were still doing missions in Makanali.
Yeah.
God, that
we
was
got sent to the Exeter Desert.
This is true. You guys got sent to the Exeter Desert because of the cube of transportation.
Which
Punch
we
the
never
cube.
really
Orb
followed
of,
up on.
orb of teleportation.
It was a cube, not an orb.
Yeah, I apologize. It was a cube. I'm getting my magic items mixed around. I apologize.
No
They-
Yeah,
worries.
God, Monster, you literally made there. You're supposed to have them all memorized in your compendium of your brain.
I am so
You
sorry.
don't need notes. You need a bigger brain.
I am so sorry, my friend. I will have to try harder to try to remember all of this.
No, for that advice,
like-
charge you 500 gold.
You do have 500
My
gold,
wife-
correct?
My wife has a sickness, so she could be more beautiful. That. I
God.
love that line.
Won't forget that one.
Yeah, no, the moment, like, when I was writing Uskar, I'm like, there has to be someone like this, and he was the first NPC I wrote.
Cool.
I'm gonna say, him and the main were the two first NPCs I wrote for this country.
Bosco in the main.
Yeah,
Two
Bosco
most
and the
important
main.
people in the country.
The first two people in the country. Well, technically, Kazir was the first one from the country.
Fair.
Yeah, but Bosco's more important. Look at him.
Hey, now.
I'm gonna say, no, I fell in love with Bosco immediately because I'm just like, oh my god, am I really gonna write somebody like this? It's like, yeah, I am. Alright, cool, dope, let's go with it.
And Blue will find him when he has, plus 18 persuasion.
Yeah, I know, I was about to say, if you guys would have come to Uskar sooner, like, this could have been a much different encounter. But anyways, as you guys are making your way through town, you do watch as Magic is basically escorting you kind of through all the like nicer areas. You do see there are some podunk areas, like Kazir. You do know that unfortunately, like there are some issues with this country. Like poverty
Every
is
town has its highs and lows.
yeah. Unfortunately, poverty is a thing in this land, and like some people. Like, sometimes work is prevalent and sometimes work is uncomfortable. It just comes with the territory you're in. Attico does really well when it comes to people, but unfortunately, like, unless people are going to be, like, fishermen going towards, like, the island, the villages towards the coast, it's a bit rough. Rough going.
Yeah.
You eventually make your way to what appears to be a pretty decent-sized stables. Like, I'm talking, like, oh gosh. This would probably be a weird example. It basically is like a warehouse rather than being like an open stables.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Right, my friends, we are going to go in. Because you are heading to Barlishmere, you do come with high recommendation considering you've been signed on by the main. Would you like the strongest steeds, the fastest steeds, or in between?
Probably something in between for all of our weight.
If we're looking for something in between, or would you like to hear all three options?
Probably just in between. There are some pretty heavy people in the party.
Yeah.
So Darnan.
Absolutely. In that case, you watch as he leads you to. You immediately hear some pretty loud growling, and you watch as he opens up like a set of like stable doors, and you see like panther cats the size of horses. These are Uskarian battle cats. They are pretty bulky but quite fast as well. They should be able to get to your destination quite well. These are quite dangerous creatures. They only eat meat. So I will have to load your cart up with salted meats, the ones that will last until you get to Barlishmere.
How fast do you think they go?
On average, going through the deserts, they would probably be faster than the average horse, but if you push them too hard, they will have to rest sooner. Unfortunately, they do not carry the same stamina that horses from your country have. Above game, if you take these beasts, it will take you exactly 10 days to get from Attico to Barlishmere.
What's their movement speed?
Movement speed. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. I have a book for this. Where is my book for it? There it is. Alright, gotta open up the page. Do, 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 do. Hopefully they are. Do, 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 do. Apologies, this is taking me a second. I'm pulling up their movement speed. Particularly.
No worries.
Here we go. So these creatures can move, because of how they're built, they have a 70 feet movement speed. So 140 with a dash.
Alright.
They also have really good self-defense abilities. Very bulky, very sturdy. These will do exactly as you command them to, as long as you feed them, and you use their command word.
Which is?
Shisa. Which Kazir, you would know that is Uskarian. That is Uskarian for obedience.
Ah. Good to know.
I'll say. We train all of our mounts in the Uskarian language. Not a bit off from the common language. But as long as you have the command word, they will obey you and do as you need. Give it the try. Give it the try.
Let's try.
Absolutely. Do you just walk up to one of them?
Sorry, brain kind of went.
There, go try it.
All right. Sorry, what did you say the word was again?
Cheska.
Shiska?
Shiska.
Cheska. Uskar.
Hey.
Man.
Hisko,
Kazir
Wiska.
will say in Uskarian, obedience, bow down.
You watch as the creature looks at the battle cat looks at you, and as you utter the command words and lay down, you watch as it looks at you, and then it lays down. But it does not drop eye contact.
Yeah.
Like a cat.
Makes sense. See, it does. It works. It obeys very well. It obeys very well.
Will these be what you need? Or did you want to look at our other animals?
I believe these will do fine.
Yeah, these will work.
In that case, we will get them mounted up right away. I assume you're going to need a large traveler's cart.
Yes.
More than my play.
It is all good. We will connect the two. We will connect the two battle cats to it. You'll be able to make quite the distance.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And it takes a couple minutes, not too long though. You watch as they hitch them up, and it is definitely different than with horses. Because with horses, it's very much like, oh, we're going to attach it directly to the back, and like we have like the poles and like the specific poles used to like keep them in place. That doesn't work for these guys. Their leather straps are like more concentrated around the arms and the shoulders. You get the sense that they're like actually like straight up gonna pull it with their massive muscles.
Perfect.
All right, you should be able to. You should be able to make it from here to from Eriko to Barishmir within 10 days. If anything happens or you need to go and you need a place to go, head to Gleitel. It is in between Eriko and Barishmir. You should be able to reach there
Alright.
within 5 days.
Alright.
Will you be needing any more assistance?
We have meat, we have directions, the cards. I believe this is it.
In that case, I wish you the best of luck, my friends.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And be safe.
Farewell.
Be safe. We have troubling sands coming from the east.
Understood.
Alrighty. And you guys take off with your battle cats?
Yes.
Alrighty. As you do, you utter the command words. As I assume, Kazir, you're uttering the command words.
Yes, it's your will.
You will yip yip.
Command, obey, run.
Obedience. Yes.
Obedience.
Obedience. Yeehaw! I'm gonna say, you watch as you give them the call, and you watch as literally, like, it is actually kind of terrifying, like, when they start to run, because it, like, you guys feel like a roller coaster's, like, momentum, like, as, like, you start going forward, and you watch as their claws, like, go into the ground. You're just seeing puffs of sand come from underneath them. You guys are actually making, like, quite a bit of distance. We're riding on the caravan with these creatures. And as you guys ride into the sands of Uskar, that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yeah, hurry up and get your ass to bed.
Yeah, I do have to go to bed because it is past midnight. And I, unfortunately, with Prime Week being upon me, my week of hell starts. But I hope the session was still fun. It was very different from what we're used to.
I finally got my diplomacy.
You got your diplomacy, Tidy. You got it. I say we had 2 pretty heavy combat sessions these last 2 sessions, so I figured, like, yeah, this one's probably going to be a bit more crafting, a bit more, like, you know, chill and...
It was 3 heavy combat sessions.
Oh, that's true. It was 3 pretty heavy combat sessions, because you guys went from...
It was anti-magic.
Oh yeah.
The anti-magic golem,
Obel, duplex.
Yeah, it was quite the show. I found it entertaining. Oh, thank you, chaotic cartoonist. But I say,
Yes.
Did you see the race list I posted?
Oh, what?
Someone converted the Skyrim races to D&D.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
they
saw
did?
those.
Hold on.
I pinned it.
Oh, did you? Hold on.
Yeah, because I figured
Oh, that's
maybe
awesome.
useful.
Like the only problem I have is that one of the Orsimer traits, nomadic, is kind of busted.
Well, let me see. Nomadic. Let me take a look.
Which trait? Oh, both.
Nomadic. You receive the same bonuses from taking a long rest. Oh, my phone just died. You take the same benefits. Till next I witness your travels adventures, I bid thee farewell and good morrow. Good morrow, my friend. I hope the sands carry you to where you need to be.
Nomadic.
I say.
So nomadic means whenever you take a short rest, you gain the bonuses of a long rest.
That's a bit
No.
busted. No, I would
That's fucked.
Yeah.
I would come up with something a little different for that. But that is still like I from what I saw before my phone died, like that's really
I was
cool.
thinking maybe like one of the
Maybe
optional
like
range.
half of a long rest.
No, like one of the optional ranger features where you can get rid of a point of exhaustion with a short rest.
That'd be really cool to have for an that I would agree to that for an Orsamir.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not, this is from long rest have a short rest.
Yeah,
no.
no.
I would
that
say
is so
like
busted.
one thing from a long rest, like health, spell slots.
No,
even
not
then,
even. Not even health, really.
That would also be super busted. I would agree with like the ranger function of like if you have a point of exhaustion, you could take a short rest and eliminate that exhaustion, which would make being a berserker barbarian as an orc from Orkishmir would be so
Actually
good.
fun.
Be really
Yeah.
fun. But for those in stream, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. But as I said, I hope